What's up, guys? Welcome to Three Nerds on a Sunday, where three nerdy friends talk about all things nerd, geek, and pop culture related. I am 1/3 of your nerd, Sonny. Gentleman to my left is...
Your left or my left?
Oh, it's me. I'm Manny. It's me.
Yes, that's how it works.
I'm back, bitches.
And the gentleman to his left is...
I am Frank.
Hey, so do you practice that? Do you practice like the whole intro and outro and
No,
stuff?
He's just naturally gifted.
I made that up when we did the first episode.
Oh, and then you just like remembered it?
Yeah.
He recites it.
Yeah. So.
Oh. Good job, Kimotabe.
You know, I got a bone to pick with you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Go
last
for it.
last week I couldn't be on the podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah? I called you guys. I called you guys to be on the podcast.
We started like a half an hour before you called us.
It started before?
I didn't see it. I was
Yeah,
charging my phone.
Before.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes it even worse then.
How was
No.
it before?
I don't
You
know.
called like at 10:30.
Yeah, we started at 10. You called at 10:30.
Okay, 10:30. So it's right in the middle. So I started. I called you.
We go
half an hour after you started.
radio blackout everything.
It's a conspiracy.
No.
It's a conspiracy. We're like, nah, we're good.
No. And then you guys didn't pick up. I had to put my stuff in. I had my news that I wanted to give you guys. At that time, you guys would have probably been at the news portion of it.
Forgive us.
Forget you guys.
Manny-san.
Forget you
Oh,
guys.
excuse me,
sorry.
mister. I can do it. I can't do it, but I can't do it. And I can't do it, but I can't.
I did it one time, and I
did
waited
twice.
until the end, and it's not my fault. I'm not going to say why. It's not my fault, but it wasn't my fault. So, forget you guys.
Then blame that person.
I did. And I am. But anyway, I'm
So what's
back
going on,
with
guys?
vengeance.
What's been up? What have you guys been doing?
I got a baby in my stomach.
You're a woman?
Right now I feel like it.
So we went to Kuma's Corner in Schaumburg yesterday.
This was what, number 2 or 3?
That one's 3, but
Went
they
to
call
metal
it.
up the suburbs.
They just called it Kuma's Corner. It was nice.
No,
it was a good
Kuma's
spot.
That's cool.
That wasn't called Kuma's 2. It was
Yeah, TOO.
That
No.
wasn't. That was no.
Oh, no?
Stop talking.
Is the
No.
other one? The
Kuma's
one
2
downtown?
is like downtown.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, and there we go with swear.
Sorry for the word.
Hey, we started
So
real
we
quick.
went there.
The food.
we wanted to go have a good time. You know, maybe pop out some cigars, but
That didn't happen.
Never happened.
and I'm sick, so we had to drive like one. I wanted it to be like a 2-hour thing, it ended up being a 3-hour thing, and then when daylight
4
savings
hours.
time happens, it's like
So-
daylight savings time ended. It's like 4 hours now, so just freaking sucked. But
That's a good time, though.
that's kind of what we've been up to
Yeah.
in general. That and working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw The Strangers Pray at Night this weekend.
Yep. He was not a happy man.
Well, not this
no,
weekend. You saw it yesterday.
not
It's-
happy.
Well, Saturday.
I mean,
He's not angry, but
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed because
there's a review on Facebook.
yes, there is. Go to Facebook, follow us at Three Nerds on a Sunday, and you'll see my quick reaction to when I saw it when it came out of the movie theater.
Quick, it was 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's not
That
bad.
was a pretty long review. Like you were going into it.
Well, yeah, you guys
You weren't staying on topic. Like you were about to tell the whole story.
Well, it's a horror movie. There's not much to tell, so you got to go
Yeah,
into like
okay, then you
yeah,
told the whole story, so you did something wrong.
Yeah, the atmosphere. You got to talk about this, that, and
You
then
don't
like,
gotta
well,
talk about it. Just
you got to
say,
give them something. What, like,
No.
so here, I liked it. Subscribe. Bye.
yeah, I mean, no.
Well,
Okay.
But
Our
you
first
wanted
review
to
was like
end and all
13
that.
minutes, so I don't know why you're complaining for.
Which one?
For our first
it
review,
wasn't 13 minutes.
pretty sure it was like
like
10.
8.
No, it wasn't. Was it 10? I thought
We
it
were
was like 10,
introing the
13.
show. We were like, "This is a new show."
Yeah,
Blah blah
that
blah.
was our first one. Don't
Sure.
compare it to the
Oh, yeah,
first.
sure,
So you're
blame.
comparing it to the first one, huh? Okay.
Yeah, 7 minutes is a good length. You can't give up too much, but you know.
I really don't think it was 7 minutes. If it was 7 minutes, that's not a good
I
length.
think I'm gonna wait.
I think it was
for
like
this to
3
come out
minutes.
on DVD.
But yeah, so it's a letdown because I mean technically it stands on its own. You don't really need to see the first one to understand anything's happening. So as that on that standard, it's an okay horror movie. As a sequel to probably one of my favorite ones, favorite horror movies of all time, it's a letdown.
I gotta say, man, the first one's overrated a little bit.
I hate you.
It's got such a status. Like, this is one of the greatest horror movies ever.
It is.
I don't know.
What are we talking about?
Like
Why
nothing.
was
Anyways.
Top 20.
It's still high though.
What's top 20?
It's still high.
What's top 20?
There's a lot of movies out
The
there.
Strangers?
First Strangers.
I mean,
saying
Top
it's-
20? That's not even nothing. That's
I'm
like,
saying
don't
it's
even talk about
overrated.
it.
Yeah.
do you know how many horror movies there are? It's a shit
Hundreds?
ton.
Okay, and that's
Just from the 80s
that's
alone.
why
Some of them don't even.
From the 80s alone.
You can't even rank them because they're such crap.
From the 80s alone,
Most of
you
them.
probably have top 20 right there. You don't watch enough. That's fine.
I do.
No, you know.
Probably seen more than you.
That's not true at all. I guarantee you that.
Want to do? Want to check?
Guarantee you.
Want to check?
We don't have time right now. We're on air, but we'll get back to you.
Does this just turn into like some kind of horror contest? What are we talking about?
Yeah, kind of.
I'm putting my phone away because now I can't like pay attention. All right, so we were talking about The Strangers, right? So you didn't like it.
We
We had some complaints on Facebook saying
he didn't watch the whole thing though. So
Some complaints.
yeah.
what did he say? Frank, can you
Said,
pull it up?
So basically, he said like, how can it be okay but also a letdown at the same time? I wanted to be like, well, watch the whole review because he stopped watching. I think maybe halfway through or like the beginning of it. He's like, oh, I heard something and I just stopped. I'm like, well, you can't talk about it if you haven't seen it then. If you gave it the whole thing.
Well, I mean, he said you liked it and then it was a letdown at the same time.
Yeah, which I kind of explained here.
I can see how it meant it, but did you like it or not?
Yeah, there was. Yeah. I mean, like again,
Are you gonna watch it again?
I will because I'll
Are you gonna buy it?
I'll give it another chance. Yeah, I will give it another chance.
You're gonna buy it?
Yeah.
It was such a letdown. Why would you buy that? You want to encourage
Especially
them,
you, Mr. Matinee.
I don't know, because like I really want it to be good. I really wanted it to be.
But
good.
it's not good, and you saw it, so why are you gonna buy it?
Because
Maybe your expectations were too high.
No, because I saw the trailer when it first came out.
You're biased, man.
And no, because when the
biased.
first trailer came out, I went, I'm worried about this movie, but I'm still gonna go see it. You never know. Trailers lie all the time, and no, that's pretty much what it was.
Are these the same killers or?
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's the same writer.
So is it a remake or is
one.
it a sequel?
It's technically.
Jesus fuck.
It does. I mean,
Easy.
okay, it says Strangers, which implies part 2, but has nothing to do with the first one at all.
Well, that's
So
just
is there a sequel?
It's a standalone movie.
But
so,
they are random killer. They just go around killing randomly. So.
Yeah, so I mean, in that aspect, because it's the same killers killing
It's a sequel,
different
then.
people, so technically it's a sequel. But but there's nothing to imply that it is. It just starts and it goes.
No, it is though.
No,
Same killers. It's a sequel. Man.
Jason movies were sequels because they all played off of the movie.
Yeah, but
Before
there's no
from,
other category
from
for
1
this,
to 10.
so-
But
Same
Jason, the first couple of Jasons actually intertwine with each other.
Well, it's not a remake,
all
not
do.
a prequel, so it's a
Okay,
sequel.
they all do.
Yeah.
So this one
So-
doesn't intertwine.
No, at all.
There's nothing intertwined.
Okay, we're spending way too much time. So you don't like it, and you're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, don't give me shit when I talk about Batman and I like it, even though it's mediocre. Okay, moving on to the next
You
one.
like the weird shit though.
What weird shit?
Wait, what?
Just Batman. It's Batman, so I have to get it.
And that's
a lot better.
basically you.
He doesn't like it.
That's basically you. I have my like critique, like my area.
This franchise, they never
But, like, for you-
make another movie ever again. So
What?
they're never gonna make a third one
Third what?
for this.
This?
Batman, they're always gonna make Batman,
Oh, of
and
course.
Oh,
it doesn't matter if it's good or bad.
That's not
you're
going to be the
get
last
it.
Strangers movie. I can guarantee that. It's not going to be the
Why
last
not?
one.
I don't think it did well at all.
But it's not going to be the last one. It's going to be on hiatus a little bit, but it's not going to be the last one. And you're going to be in there watching it, and yeah.
Probably
You're going to be the reason. People like you are going to be the reason there is going to be
people
no
like
one.
me.
Yeah, because you're going to buy
People
the
like you is the
movie.
reason why we get shitty Batman movies.
Even though you said you didn't like it, you're going to buy the movie.
You're encouraging them.
So? Then don't be mad at me.
I want him to let go of the franchise. Let someone else do it. Okay, 'cause I don't want to get into it because if we do the whole show will just be about strangers.
No,
But-
because I'll stop it. But
No.
I'm just trying
I'm
to
not gonna let
say.
you stop nothing.
I'm trying to say.
So I don't wanna
don't
get
give
going
me
before I
shit
started.
when
I won't give you shit.
I get like geeked out on some Batman stuff.
There's a difference between a movie that came out like 7 years ago that just got a sequel now
Give
compared
him
to
shit.
something.
But you're still gonna buy the
they
crappy
had to
movie.
drop millions of dollars and you'll buy whatever it is.
You're still gonna buy the crappy movie though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when it's like
All right.
$5-10.
That's enough.
Moving on. You got anything, Frank?
No.
Chad?
No, I
Nothing?
really don't.
Okay. What are we doing? I forgot.
I don't know.
I forgot now.
Nerd up.
Nerd out.
Nerd out.
You only been gone for 1 week. How do you forget the show already?
I'm not
know.
going first.
Frank, you're going first. You had nothing to add.
Fine.
Now you're going first.
I watched a bunch of movies.
Oh, God.
And I played a game.
Okay.
I'll do rapid fire right here. Jessica Jones season 2.
Oh, that is out, right?
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
These are all sneaking on me,
Yeah,
man.
they are.
I wanted to sleep today, and I'm not. Damn it.
The first episode was really great, actually. I was surprised how good it was, and I really want to watch the rest of it. Veronica.
Okay.
It is a foreign language film.
Don't say too much.
There is no
Say everything.
English track. So you have to. I turned the subtitles off because I was like, I need to like.
Because I know Spanish.
Well, I need to. No, actually, I missed a few things because I don't know it that well. I mean, I know it pretty well, but
He knows swear words.
anyway, it was good. Definitely got to watch that, you guys. It's a very good movie.
I love movies like this because I don't know where this movie came from.
Yeah.
But there's so much hype.
Spain.
And what I mean, there is hype. There's so much hype. Well, if you go on Facebook and you actually like invert it into the matrix of media, social media, there's so much hype on it, and it's all by word of mouth.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
It's
I thought you
all
meant
by
like
word of
leading
mouth.
up to it.
Oh no!
You're saying now that it's out.
Now that it's out, and it kind of like snuck on there.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it came out anywhere else before.
Yeah.
Or if, it's not a Netflix, right? Exclusive. It doesn't show Netflix when it first starts.
I don't think so. I can't remember.
It played the film circuits for a while, and
Okay, but
Yeah,
it's
but
not a
like-
Netflix movie, right?
not that I'm aware of.
No, I don't think so.
They could have bought it, but I don't know.
I don't think they. If you did, you watch it?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
This is really good, man. You guys should check it out.
So I like this. It got me intrigued. So
Yeah.
I'll probably.
I like
Man,
the
I'm
word of mouth thing.
This is the guy who did the original Rec series. You were saying? Okay.
Oh, same guy?
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be good then.
It's really good.
Okay.
Damn good.
What
All right,
else?
check it out. So then I rewatched Hurt Locker. I
Really?
haven't seen it since it came out, and I forgot that 2 Avengers are in this movie. But,
Hawkeye and who else?
Falcon. But it was a great movie. You guys should rewatch
His name
it.
is Anthony
It's worth
Mackie.
rewatching because it was
That
pretty
one
damn
Best
good.
Picture or Best Director?
I think it was both. No, I think it was
I
just
think
one
it's
of those.
Best Director.
It might have been picture only.
I hope not. I mean, it's a good movie, but
I know it was
I
a
don't think
female
it was great.
director.
Yeah.
It was a really good
It was
movie.
damn good. Yeah.
Well,
It's
haven't
on
seen it in a
Netflix
while,
now. That's
so
why I rewatched it because it showed up.
I
Oh,
gotta
it is on
watch it
Netflix.
again.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while.
So
Does it-
because of the Oscars, I watched Kronos. I have never seen it before. This is Guillermo's, I guess, first big movie that he released. I think before that he just did shorts. It was pretty good. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but
That's the only one I haven't
I
seen.
liked it, but it just, I don't know, man.
What do you mean you don't know?
I hate to say this, but it was just not the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Well, because it's
I
one
know.
of his first
I know it
ones.
was one of his first, but it was cool. I mean, it was interesting concept.
What was it
and
about?
Stuff. There's a little device that can make you immortal. It's like an old artifact, and then this guy accidentally gets like attacked by the little artifacts, and he becomes immortal and stuff like that.
It's
so.
kind of like a vampire movie.
And then Ralph Perlman chases him down and tries to get it.
He has another one I saw on Netflix, like Mimic, where...
Oh, is that on Netflix?
Not on Netflix, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
It was on iTunes. I was just looking. Like, they had their
Yeah.
own little area.
Mimic, yeah, I haven't seen it
Mimic,
for a while.
Mimic was good, so yeah. I was kind of on a Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, what else?
I saw 2 more. Devil's Candy.
How do you have time to watch
You guys
these
heard of
movies?
I couldn't sleep a lot of times, so like this is like 1 a.m. Like I just.
And you watch it all, or you knock out?
I watch
Because
the
we
whole
know you
thing.
knock out.
No, I watch the whole thing and then I go back to bed.
What's Devil's Candy?
Devil's Candy is a demonic. I don't even know.
Look
what to
at
call it.
you in your evil self.
Permission. Yeah, I know. I've been in a lot of horror movies. I would check this out. It's actually really good. I was surprised how good it was.
I heard it was
Probably one of the better
really
horror
good.
movies on Netflix. Just check it out. That's all I got to say to you. And then my last one.
Demonic Candy? Well, give us a little bit.
Devil's
What was
Demonic-
it about? Or, I'm sorry, Devil's
All right,
Candy.
so there's this family that moves into a new house and they get possessed by
A candy?
no, they don't get possessed. The dad gets possessed,
Who's an artist?
and he's an artist. And he
You seen
begins-
this?
I seen the trailer.
He begins
this is
drawing,
this is on my list.
He begins drawing demonic things,
Art.
and all kinds of crazy crap happens.
There's. I don't want to say too much, but there's like something with music, right? There's kind of like, oh, that's
Yeah,
cool, right?
there's like a metal track to it.
Oh, I didn't want to get. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, there's
Yeah.
more to it, but yeah.
But that's it. That's all I want to say.
Okay.
I don't want to
Yeah,
give it away.
yeah, this is on my short list of stuff I need to watch.
It's
I have,
actually pretty damn good. Yeah,
So.
I like it a lot. Okay, the last one I saw is The Outsider.
oh,
It
yes.
is a Netflix original.
Yakuza movie?
Yeah, so
Technically,
Yakuza movie with
it-
Jared Leto.
Yeah. I'm not sure they found it.
I don't know why, but I like him. I think I liked him in Blade Runner, and maybe not as that much as Joker, but
He wasn't that big on Blade Runner, though.
If you saw the short, he was though.
His role was
the short, yeah. But I mean, that's a short.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
this movie was kind of weird. It was like the pace and the the dialogue. It was very light on dialogue.
That makes sense.
You get a lot of foreign Japanese, but you also get English because they try to talk to him in English, and I thought it was actually pretty good though. I give it an 8 out of 10. I would check it out.
Okay.
I love Yakuza stuff. I'm kind of a sucker for that. So if you don't normally like that stuff, you might not like this as much.
Have you played the video games? Yakuza?
No, I haven't. I really wanted to play Zero because I think that came out last year and they got a whole bunch of awards for PS4.
It's a very Japanese game, but I heard it's pretty good though.
Yeah, it made me want to play it, but no, I haven't.
Netflix has some good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Lately, they have been having a lot more.
Evolutionary Road.
They got Moon on
I
there
haven't even
now.
seen that.
Moon with
There's Outsider.
What's his name?
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah,
who
I
just
was
won
gonna
an
say Sammy
Oscar.
Hill or something. I don't know why.
Yep.
We got Beer Fest.
Das Boot.
Forgetting Sarah
never seen
Marshall.
it, Manny?
I've never seen Beer Fest.
You've never seen Beer Fest? Oh,
I don't think
You'll
I
love
have.
it, man.
No,
You
that's
gotta watch
good.
it.
Watch it, yeah.
so some good stuff, man.
Yeah, Netflix.
Cold in July. I feel like I've heard of that before.
I've never
It's
seen
like
Gangs in New York.
It's a good
They
movie.
have it.
You never seen Gangs in New York?
Nope.
Really?
I've never seen Games in New York either.
Oh, okay. That's good.
You know, Moon's there.
Yeah.
I saw Moon when I
Moon's
worked at
not bad.
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
It probably went over my head a little bit more than I didn't appreciate it as much.
It's not
So
bad. I like it.
I know he's by himself on the moon,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So I'm gonna watch it again.
Okay.
What about you, Sonny?
Well, I believe he said he had a game left.
Oh, you had a game? Damn it, Frank. I thought we were done.
Rainbow Six. There's a new update called Outbreak.
Zombies, right?
Yeah, it's like a zombie mode. It's free for all players who have the game, and it's like a almost Left 4 Dead kind of thing, but it's a little more tactical.
Left 4 Dead was so game changing.
Yeah.
It was so
I wish they
simple.
would make more stuff like that.
Never got part 3.
It was so simple, but yet so
It was
game
so
changing, man.
Yeah.
Part 2 especially was really good.
That was awesome, man.
All right,
That was great.
cool.
Good game. Check it out.
Wait, what's the
Nothing. It's just a zombie mode.
Zombies.
It takes the regular tactical.
So do the
military
zombies have gun
crap.
or no?
No, they just have abilities. They blow up, or they run, or they have commutations and shit like that.
Sounds nasty. Cool.
All right, how about you?
I've been rewatching a show from my youth, Boy Meets World on Hulu.
They have Girl Meets World now.
It ended.
They canceled it.
Yeah, they
Oh,
canceled
they
it after
did?
3 seasons. So Boy Meets World is so 90s. It's so over dramatic, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine to watch consistently and often. For people who like Full House, this is kind of like my Full House. I can watch it just like, oh, brings back old memories and stuff when I was a kid, and just watching. It's like, oh, humble fun. So,
What else?
I started to rewatch all the Lord of the Rings movies.
You got that much time in your hands.
Well, I can't watch them all back to back, but
Instead of watching these movies that we're telling you
watch.
about, you go back and watch that.
I was on Amazon, just looking see what's out there, and the new Funkos are coming out for Lord of the Rings. So I'm like, oh, let me look at more Lord of the Rings stuff, and it just kind of came a rabbit hole, and now I'm rewatching all 6. So
I thought you didn't like the Hobbit movies.
I
like the Hobbits.
There are parts that I like, but it didn't need to be 3 movies. That's my biggest issue.
I liked it.
But
Yes, it did.
they're fun enough. No, they didn't.
It didn't, but it was fine that it was. Though.
They're fun enough. There's enough characters that are cool and fun. I can sit there and watch it. What's his face? Guy from
I wish Gimli would have came back.
Sherlock and Black Panther. The white guy in the movie.
Martin Freeman.
Any circus?
No, well,
Martin
he was
Freeman.
in there. Martin Freeman, thank you.
Yeah.
As
Freeman.
Bilbo.
Yeah.
He's
Bilbo
really good in it. So I've gone back and watched Lord of the Rings. Those are my nerd outs of the week.
Right.
And that's it?
I've been wanting to rewatch them.
Yeah,
The extended or the regular?
Regular. I don't have those yet. Those are expensive. It's like $60 for the first 2
aren't
movies.
they on Amazon Prime?
Why are they so expensive? What are you talking about?
The like the 5-hour versions of each movie.
Jesus.
Those are like $60 for the first 3. So I don't have those. I got.
Wait. Is The Hobbit also extended ones?
I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
No.
No.
They
So
They were long enough.
Yeah, they were long enough. Yeah. So I got the original 6 on the original 6 movies on Blu-ray for like $40. So I'm watching those.
I don't know. I like the extended. That's the ones that I
like
watched.
the Hobbit movies, man.
Yeah. So.
Okay, my turn.
Are you sure?
So for me, I finally started watching. I watched Shape of Water, and I kind of got nerding out on that with the music and and the movie itself. It was really good, man. Like it was. I was surprised how good.
Yeah.
I was surprised how much nudity there was in there in the beginning and throughout the movie. Well, not throughout the movie.
Like right after for like the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, dude. Like she just goes at it and
egg timer.
so you gotta watch it. But I was surprised how much there was on that, and I guess I feel like Guillermo was like, I gotta do it to win the Oscar, and he did it, and he got the Oscar. But that was really good.
The nudity?
Yeah.
That's what got him the Oscar.
Like you need sex, humor,
titties.
Oh, a little bit
Give them an
and a
Oscar.
story. So you need a little bit of everything. So he got a little bit of everything. He had action. He had everything. This really had a little bit of everything.
He had some like, what do you call it? What are those things like current event, like racial and not racial, but like
It was kind of
like females being.
What's his name? Michael
Shannon.
Shannon.
Yeah.
He plays a great villain. It sucks because I don't think he could play anyone else but a great villain.
Watch Pottersville.
Watch.
Is he a villain?
No.
What was
Is he a
that
good
Christmas
guy?
movie?
Yeah.
Before
no,
Christmas
but
or what?
Huh?
The Christmas movie where he's a drug dealer.
No. Oh, that's it's with,
The Night Before.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was funny. Actually,
He's funny as shit in that
but
movie.
no, he's always this fucking weirdo or a villain or something.
So
he was in Bad Boys too.
he had a great.
Yeah.
That's who.
Bad Boys 2?
Yeah, as a Ku Klux Klan member. He
He
was the one in the trunk.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so anyway, he had a good transition, like the character, or him, I'm saying Michael Shannon, talking about a different franchise, Boardwalk Empire,
Yes.
where you see him as a good guy, and he translate into a bad guy, which is pretty good. Not really a bad guy, but he's more in like the darker side of things, so that was really good.
He was pretty good in that
But sticking with The Shape of Water,
Yes.
really good, man. Like when he lost... Well, I shouldn't really say anything.
Anyway.
But in a certain part where he's talking on the phone...
It's in the trailer.
Is it in the trailer? No.
Kind of.
I can't talk. I'll wait 1 more week.
Okay.
And then I'll share it.
Okay.
But I like the little catchphrase, and even Violet just like started cracking out. She's like, "What the hell?" So it was really good. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Very well done. I think this actress should have won Best Actress.
Yeah.
I think she should have won it. It was Frances
McDermott?
Yeah. Is it McDermott?
Yeah, for 3 Billboards?
Yeah. So
I haven't seen that one yet.
I've seen it.
So I don't know. So
I saw it.
We'll go off your word.
And we'll go off of that. We'll go into what I'm going to say about that one. But, yeah, I think the lady, the actress, what's not Tanya.
Sally something?
She was really good,
Sally
man.
Hawkins. I want to say Sally Hawkins.
Yeah. Sally Hawkins. She was really great in this. She should have won Best Actress.
Yeah, she should have.
Because she's not even like
she's not
mute or anything like that, man. It was good. So I don't read signs, so I don't know. Maybe she did it wrong or whatever.
No. Who knows? But.
I know very little.
Going back to and then I saw 3 Billboards. I was gonna say 3 Billboards on a Sunday. 3 Billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Remake the movie.
Yeah, right? We should... Oh, my God. That should be one of our posters.
I would love it.
Oh, my God. How is that not? And that's us right there.
Oh.
That works. I like it. Boom. Idea.
All right. Anyway. 3 Billboards outside.
You guys trying to give me work to do?
3 outside. Man, we've been wanting like a fresh look, and you haven't even made it. So anyway. 3 Billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. Woody Harrelson is good in it. Sam Rockwell is great in it. And then Frances McDormand, I mean, she's good. I like it.
They got a good cast.
Yeah, it was a great movie. It was funny. It was dark.
Gotta check that out.
At a certain point, maybe not that realistic. Kind of, but not really. I don't know. It was good. But Shape of Water was the best movie.
When you say not realistic, is it the way that stuff plays out, or like is it a specific scene or something?
No, I guess how stuff plays out and all that. Like it is and it isn't. I mean, the human race ceases to amaze me every single day. So, but it was good, man. It had a twist in the middle of it. with one of the characters, so it was good. Disaster Artist was good too. I don't think did I talk about that already? Like two Sundays ago?
Yeah, I think you did, yeah.
So I'm trying to watch all of them. Like I, Tanya is probably going to be next. I'm going to try to watch Darkest Hour. But Ebony...
Go with Tanya next.
Okay. I am, because both of you watched it.
Yeah. It was funny.
Ebony was good, but Shape of Water was so much better. The music alone, like, I just had fun listening to the music.
That's nice.
And I'm almost kind of like dissecting the movie with the music of Shape of Water.
Oh, I thought you meant Billboard.
Because it's a love story, and you could tell it's a love story by listening to the music, because there's a lot of French undertones, and I don't think that's only the composer that's making it, or the person, what's his name? Duplac, I think.
Yeah, Alex.
So when he goes in and makes this music for it, it really sits well.
It stuck out so much. And the first time you hear it, it was like, wow, this is special. Like, you
there's actually some character development, like from even the one guy, the bald guy.
I don't know what you're talking about, yeah.
Jenkins?
The guy who's in Step Brothers, I think.
Yeah. Her
friend, her neighbor.
Gay, but not out. Best friend.
So I didn't want you to say that, because it's when I saw it, I'm like, oh, he's gay. Okay, cool, even better. Because in the first part, like, you don't see it, and why he doesn't want all these pies, and you just catch on. It was nice because kind of just being told a story, and I kind of based it off what you were saying. I think you said this in the last podcast, because I listened like a good listener, is that you treated this like a storybook. Yeah. Someone reading you a storybook. Yep. And that's kind of how I looked into it while watching the movie. Mm-hmm. It's just I just wanted a story being told to me. Yeah, exactly. And that's actually what happened, and it was really, really fun, man. Like, it was good. I liked it like that, yeah. I
just sat back, like, brain was off completely. Yeah. Just listening, like, that's it.
Even the simple things with him buying the car and all that, like, that was a good scene. Yep.
I didn't read into anything. Like, I just let it happen. Like,
my penis is huge. That's pretty much what the scene was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's funny. I'm gonna wait one more episode, just so people can watch it finally.
Are we gonna do like a spoiler thing for it, or
I am? I'm gonna do it because I have one gripe.
Is that gonna be the whole show, or are we can just kind of go
No. We won't go over. You can't do a whole show over the Shape of Water. And if I remember, I'm gonna try to write it down. Okay. I have one gripe. I'm not gonna say it right now because I know people haven't had time to watch it. So one gripe. You get one warning, guys. If you don't watch Shape of Water, I'm gonna spoil it next week.
It's a pretty good warning there.
I kind of got like a vibe of like BioShock in there too.
Get
that too?
Yes,
a little bit.
I forgot to say that actually last week.
Yeah, it just kind of like
the underwater.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, I don't know. Just like
man, do you imagine if you did that? That would be the greatest thing ever.
It would be pretty cool.
I would love it, man.
But yeah, this is a fantastic movie. We all really enjoyed it.
So happy for Guillermo, man. Finally get recognition. We've always been a fan for a while. So.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time. We've been fans, and everything he's made. I would say since Blade 2, because that's when we first found him out.
That's where we got.
Whenever he made anything, we were like, we have to go see it now. Right now.
I think I saw that twice in theaters, and then I got a bootleg from somebody in high school. He's like, I can get bootleg movies. I was like, oh, can you get Blade 2? Yes. He's
like, I got what you need.
I actually traded him like a video game for like a burned copy of Blade 2 from a freaking movie camera. Because I just had to watch. I couldn't wait. Back then, it was like 8 months for a movie. So it was like
6 months.
Yeah, a long time.
So I couldn't wait, man. So I had to do this, and but then when it came out, I bought it. Then when it came out, I think like a special edition, I bought it again. Yeah. Then I bought the Blu-ray. I bought the digital. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah,
so that's and then I'm watching Dragon Ball. Damn it! It's been going on.
He whispers that shit.
It's time for an edit.
I haven't watched too much, but like that's just that might go away. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Funimation to get more episodes. Because right now I'm caught up in that app. But if I go to... I hate the Adult Swim app. I hate it so much.
It got better, though. I'm not going to say.
And they moved it around where to find stuff in the app. I couldn't find it for a while.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of the TV show Channel Zero, or no?
No.
On Sci-Fi?
No.
Okay.
I have not.
Channel Zero?
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good, but the ratings aren't that good. It's a anthology TV show that they based off each season off of a creepypasta. So
creepypasta?
Yeah.
Why does that sound familiar?
That's what we're into. It's like
scary YouTube stories.
Yeah, it's like I guess like
Channel
internet
Zero. It's called
urban stories, urban.
They also have that lore.
Stories. Yeah, like lore.
Have you seen that?
I saw the first episode.
I haven't watched it.
It's basically like a reenactment show. That's what it is.
And then there's also an Edgar Allan Poe one.
That one I saw. Yeah, I haven't
Extraordinary
watched it.
Tales or something like that.
Yeah.
What is this called? Channel Zero?
Channel Zero. There's a lot of stuff out there. We just don't have time to watch everything.
Yeah.
I want to, though.
I watched a lot.
They're in season 3
I think I saw like 6 movies. Played a game. Jessica Jones.
Nice. Well, you saw an episode. You didn't see.
I know.
Nothing.
But still.
Which is still, for you, is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So, but then again, you only ever watched the first episode and never went back to anything.
Wait, why did you bring this up?
Oh, I was just curious because I'm trying to find.
I know. I was like, what is this?
I'm just trying to find people to who've seen it because I don't know where to watch it besides the Sci-Fi app and I don't have it. So I was curious.
I just checked the Amazon.
Maybe
app,
you guys heard
they are charging for it.
Maybe you guys watched it or something like that, or you knew someone you heard about it. So I'm just curious.
I never heard of it.
I heard it's pretty good. I just don't know anyone personally who's seen it.
No.
So I was curious.
What else?
Well, it's still your nerd out. You got anything else?
Nothing that comes to mind.
Okay, so are we done with our nerd outs?
Yes.
Are we moving on to the nerd alerts?
Yes.
Boo, boo, boo. Next. So who wants to go first? Who's got stories?
I'll knock mine out.
Okay.
2 games coming out.
Okay.
Smash Brothers for the Switch.
Bang, boom, pow.
It was like a surprise reveal.
Is it though? You know,
I guess not.
No, it was. No, it was.
I mean that came out, but
everybody like
it was gonna happen though.
Knew
everyone thought it was gonna be like E3 though.
Like eventually would get it.
So yeah,
it's supposed to be coming out in 2018, so I will definitely be getting it.
Late,
and
middle, or
they just said 2018.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking like December 31st. Yeah, we got it in there. Black Ops 4 coming out October 12th, and they're gonna have a reveal of gameplay and stuff like that on May 20 something.
Another game I won't buy.
So maybe the whole beta. The Black Ops are the best, honestly.
I heard
the rest of the Call of Duties are been really bad lately.
I think the last one I bought was Modern Warfare 3.
Me too.
And I never bought any Black Ops games
after that. Well, 3 pissed me off, so I haven't bought anything since then.
So I haven't played since then.
Well, actually, no, I bought Part 3, Black Ops 3.
Yeah, you did.
That was the best.
You're like, look, they got different stuff. Cool.
It was damn good. So I'm waiting for this one.
Cool. That's it?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
There wasn't a lot of news to me. I don't know.
I got 2 articles. One coming from Empire.com or EmpireOnline.com. John Favreau has been
Chef 2?
No. He's been Disney was like, you should come work for us again. Come. So he's going to be working on a live action Star Wars show for the exclusive Disney streaming app or service that'll be coming out next year.
What is he doing?
A live-action Star Wars series, exclusive for the Disney streaming.
Is it a rumor, or is he going to do
No,
it?
he's doing it. They signed him, and he's
That's
on
crazy.
board. Yeah, so I don't know if it'll be on there when it
launches.
when it launches, but that show will be exclusive for that streaming service only. Yeah,
It could
it's a
be
lot
good
of Star
service,
Wars,
man.
There's
But it
a lot of
depends
Star
how
Wars
they do
going
it, right? Like it's like,
Oh,
are
sure.
they going to be cheap about it and be like, you can only get like, Iron Man 1 and like Cap 1 and like 10-year-old movies only, or I don't know. How
the streaming service could go either way. They can be like, well, we're gonna have a cutoff date of what you can watch, like 2008 or beyond. Now, if they go like, you can have everything that's on the Disney Channel, all of our movies,
like all the Star
Disney
Wars
XT,
cartoons.
everything that we own, you can watch. It would probably be worth, especially if you have kids.
They're gonna want like $20.
I don't. They might price themselves out because it's. Obviously,
If it's like that, like
it's Disney,
that much stuff,
but
they're gonna want a lot.
But but there's only so much people could take.
They're probably gonna do like a yearly
$15,
yearly thing.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Like buy a year
We'll
for
see,
80 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
No, I'm gonna say 100.
yeah. They'll be like, oh, I spent $100.
I'm probably gonna get it. Not lying.
Well, yeah, you got kids, so you know. So
They'll do a trial. Maybe they'll do a week, free week.
If you have no kids, you pretty much don't have a choice but to get it.
Yeah, I know.
If you don't, there's enough content for you here to be like, yeah, I can add this to
Probably
the
have
list.
to cancel something if I get it though.
What do you got?
I got Hulu, Netflix, Amazon.
Don't you have like Prime?
Yeah, well, I have Prime, so I get the video free, I guess.
So what? But you're paying for streaming too.
No.
You said it's like, oh, I pay like.
It's $10 for shipping and the video together.
For what?
You get for Prime. You get the streaming and you get the shipping.
You're paying monthly.
Yeah.
Oh.
You pay monthly? You don't pay the yearly?
Yeah.
No.
I just pay the yearly.
Stupid.
I know.
Don't you pay?
Holiday.
Don't you pay less for yearly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
By like $20 or something.
What?
Yeah.
Oh well. All right.
Still, just like.
Anyway, Disney app.
Hey,
are you gonna get the Disney app? Yes.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get the Disney app? No, you're not.
Probably not.
I'll get it because I like Disney movies and all that good stuff. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna share from you.
You didn't hear that from us.
Anymore?
John Williams says after Star Wars 9, he's done scoring Star Wars movies.
Don't care.
Ooh, Violet's gonna be sad.
Yeah, he's
not gonna be done.
Well, how old is that guy?
Said,
he's got to be 80 or something. 90?
Yeah, he's old.
He looks old. He said he's like, yeah, it's like
why is he still doing it?
By this time I think I'm done. So
good.
9, I'm kaput.
Okay.
So yeah, enjoy Star Wars Episode 9 music because I think this will be the last time he actually scores I mean,
they're gonna keep parts of it.
He's 86 years old.
I mean? You can sound like it, but it'll never be John Williams music.
No, it won't. Because he did Lost World. No, he didn't do Lost World.
Because they try to like
Jurassic
capture
World.
Some of that like.
Wait, he did the Superman theme, right? The Reeves, Keanu Reeves theme.
Keanu Reeves.
I'm Keanu Reeves. Christopher Reeves.
Could you imagine that?
Oh my god.
Could you imagine that?
Well, Nick Cage was almost freaking Superman.
He looked, but kind of fit the part though.
No,
he kind of looked cool.
I don't know.
The hair? No, we didn't.
Like I'm okay with it, man. Like I'm okay with him not doing music anymore. He's done his thing. Jurassic World wasn't by him. It was Michael Giacchino.
Sure.
And that was really well done. And they take the best parts of his music and they make it a little bit better. Like I love the piano, the sound of the piano for Jurassic World. So I can see that. And then plus it's the end of the Skywalker saga. So
finally,
yeah.
So it's gonna put it
9
in.
movies later.
Oh, that article came from also EmpireOnline.com.
Anything else?
No, that's all I got. I
right.
didn't have too much else.
I don't got too much.
Sounds good.
The Joker origin movie will portray him as a failed comedian, like The Killing Joke. You guys excited about that?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, not excited, but optimistic.
There was a picture of Joaquin Phoenix, and he looked good.
Mm-hmm.
He looked. I mean, it's just a picture of him, and then they compared it to a Joker picture, and it looked very similar. So that was really, really well done. So I really like that.
Is he a rumor or is he signed on?
He is still a rumor.
Okay.
He is still all rumor. So unfortunately with that. But it looks like this is going to happen more and more, so we just got to sit back, relax, and wait for the shit to just fall on us.
Movie. They're like, oh, we can make a Venom movie. We can make a Joker movie.
Well, you know what? I think more and more... I'm never mind. I don't even want to say it because it's not going to be right.
Say it. Just say it.
I was going to say, like, I don't think... I think they are moving on completely. Like, these movies have become the new comics. Because, like I told Frank, is that even like these Marvel movies, they are shaping how we look at these characters now. They're shaping the characters more than the comic does. We go to the comic, that didn't happen in the movie.
Yep.
No,
or you go back and like if you read a comic and you like play it in your head as like the actor's voice, you know what I mean? Like or you wanted him to act like that in the comic and stuff like that.
So with DC Films, I feel it's just making like a different universe, like a comic kind of thing.
Well,
like kind of how.
Could you really make a Joker movie without Batman though? Like, what's he gonna really do though? They'll give his origin, right? Maybe that's half an hour or 45 minutes or something.
I would kind of want it to
and
be
what else
like,
does he do?
Kind of like him, not like Joker, not narrating, but like show like different versions of it, where like he doesn't even know because in the comics he doesn't even know where he.
Oh yeah.
Where
he has
came
like
from anymore,
well, they kind of did that in Nolan's movie, where he gave himself like 2 different origins in the same movie.
Sure. Well, yeah, 2 and 1 that never got explained, which I kind of want to hear. I
think it's gonna be all right. Like if we get like a gangster film out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
like Scorsese, if he really is still doing it, like it'll be good. Like if I get some kind of Departed kind of thing.
That's another rumor?
Yeah, that was part of it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Am I crazy? No, it was part of it. Scorsese was supposed to do it, or not do it, but he's producing it. Like he's writing. He's involved.
Because Scorsese is working on a new gangster film right now.
Yeah, he's almost done with that. Yeah, that's for Netflix.
Yeah,
that's the Irishman and the
stuff on the side.
Yeah. But he's done with that almost. Yeah, that's about to come out. So anyway, we got that. And then what I was saying is that I think they're just gonna do, and they're doing a different universe, different world, separate. And I can see maybe like I can see Batman going into. I don't know, man. That's just so stupid. It's interesting. It's so stupid. Anyone here a fan of The Sopranos?
I've never watched it.
What?
I like the first 2 seasons.
I want to watch those shows.
Oh man, so good. But anyway, David Chase, who is the creator of Sopranos, he is making a prequel to it.
A movie or a
movie.
TV series?
There's going to be a movie. It's going to be called The Many Saints of Newark.
But he's dead.
It's going to be a prequel.
It's called a prequel.
It's going to be a prequel. It's gonna be a prequel.
Okay. So, younger.
I don't know what it's about.
So there's no.
It's gonna be. You like the first 2 seasons. Yeah. So if you remember the first 2 seasons, they hint to a big Now I'm not gonna say war, but it was like a kind of war between I think blacks and Italians.
Have you watched the whole series?
I have. So it's in the beginning.
So is this exciting to you? You want a prequel movie?
I mean, I like Sopranos. I'll get any. I like the gangster stuff.
Could be done with.
If I meet a real gangster, I shit on my pants. But I could. What's the word? I could respect and I admire kind of like the movies how they are.
Yeah, me too.
It's pretty fun. It's badass. It's fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in that world kind of thing, but
But it's cool to watch.
It's cool to watch.
It's
cool to just imagine yourself but not really do it. But yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna. I think if I remember what I read, it's gonna be about Tony Soprano's dad. So you're gonna see kid Tony, teenager Tony.
It would be smart because again, James Gandolfini's no.
God, you don't have to keep bringing that up. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Christian Wiig. Do you guys like Christian Wiig?
Not particularly, actually.
No, not that much.
What? Am I the only person here?
I think so.
I like Christian Wiig.
What else has she been in besides Ghostbusters?
She's more comedy. I mean, she's been.
I just don't think I've seen her in much. That's why I don't like her.
She's big on Saturday Night Live.
I've seen her in stuff. It's like I don't know. She's kind of.
She has this kind of humor where it's awkward humor, but she does a really good job. She's gonna be Cheetah in Wonder Woman 2. Cheetah. Am I saying that right? Is it Chitara?
Chitara.
I thought it was just Cheetah.
Or is it Cheetah?
I keep thinking of Thundercats too.
Wait, but is she?
It is Chitara. There you go. It's Cheetah.
Is she gonna be the main villain then?
It sounds like it.
Oh, okay.
Cheetah is normally a main villain.
She's a main villain of Wonder Woman.
She should be a side villain.
Maybe she will.
First time she would be fine as a main
This is all a waste. I don't want to talk about the DC universe anymore.
But that's the whole episode.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Oh my god, it's such a waste because it could have been so good.
That's why we'll talk about our version,
dude. And I'm gonna leave it. I'll leave it alone.
I don't even get a version.
I'll continue it.
What else
and then Black Panther 2 is happening. Surprise! But it's official.
Wakanda forever.
And then
Black Panther 2. Did you guys go watch it again? Second time?
I
didn't either, and I want to. I really want to.
It's kind of hard for me to go back and watch a movie.
Oh, but you go see The Strangers
again.
Are you gonna buy Black Panther 2?
If it's like $30, no.
Why would it be $30?
I don't have because it's Disney, Marvel. All those
it's not going to be $30, man.
They're $20.
They're 20.
Calm down. They're $20.
Yeah,
they're not $30.
On sale every now and then.
No, the 4K.
They're always. I'll show you right now.
I don't stream, motherfucker.
I'll show you right now.
No, you don't have to stream. The 4Ks are 30.
I don't have a 4K.
Yeah, that's why you're not going to spend $30.
I'm working it down. Yeah, and then the regular is 20. And then if you want, I think DVD plus Blu-ray plus digital is 20.
What's your favorite Marvel movie? I'm gonna look it up right now and see how much it is.
Winter Soldier.
Cap. Winter Soldier.
Yeah, the best.
That's got to be 20.
Out of all the Avengers.
I love it so much.
I love Batman. I'm gay for Batman.
There's nothing wrong being gay. $25.
$20 bucks, guys.
The other one was 30, but it comes with.
Oh, look at that, you dumb bastards!
It comes with 3D and all that.
Because all you do is stream.
But you bought that, right?
Yeah,
well, because streaming is the
I
future.
didn't buy it.
If you get it the first week.
But you're gonna buy
$20.
Strangers?
Yeah, like $10, yeah.
You know, you could save all those crappy movies, save all of them that you're not gonna watch again, and you could buy the movies you like. And you don't have to buy the shitty movies.
Technically, I only bought 2 shitty movies.
Which ones? I'm gonna judge you so hard.
Blood Brothers and some other.
Blood Brothers with Tobey Maguire?
No.
Oh.
No, this is like a
No, that's Step
that's just
No.
Japanese film.
Oh, that movie sucks.
Which one?
Brothers.
Brothers. That's one's called Brothers.
Ugh.
I watch a lot of stuff that I buy and watch again.
Just tell us the titles.
I don't remember
Blood
what
Brothers
it was.
is one.
What
Yeah.
the hell is Blood Brothers?
It was I think it was some.
You don't even know.
It was bad. It was bad.
What?
I bought it because I was like, you know what?
You don't even know. What
I
it
like
is.
this actor. I'll buy it. It's like $5. I'll buy it. And
What's the
I
other-
haven't watched it ever since.
What's the other one?
I don't remember because I think I sold it.
Oh my
I think I
god.
sold it for like
Well,
$1.
how about something
You bought, so you lost money.
Yeah, 2 movies.
For
So,
someone who's very like money oriented to save and get the most out of their money and not want to do
that's why
anything.
you buy shit when they're cheap.
And also very particular about
I
what he
wait-
likes.
very
and doesn't.
particular.
Horror movies that are okay, you can pick them up for $5, no problem.
Yeah, and you're selling it for $1.
I rarely sell my movies.
But you sold one for $1. That could that event
Wait, how did you
that
sell
Winter
it?
Soldier. Hold on. That Winter Soldier could have been $20.
This is way before this.
Blood
It
Brothers.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So I don't own any Marvel movies.
How'd you sell it?
Huh?
How'd you sell
Yeah,
it?
how'd you
Craigslist.
sell
Someone went by your house.
No.
This?
Garage sale. It's not the box.
Oh, forget it.
God damn.
What are you looking for? Who cares? It's a bad movie.
Because we want to know what you're. So you spent $10 there. $10. You're halfway to Winter Soldier. That you would have watched a lot more.
Oh, this is probably before it came out, no?
Yeah, this was way before it came
But
out.
it's his way of thinking doesn't change though. What's the latest? What's the latest crappiest movie you bought?
He only buys good movies, remember?
I picked up Triple X3 for like $5.
Ugh.
But where are you buying these for $5?
That's pretty
Amazon.
bad, dude.
Sales and
Where?
Amazon.
You're
Sales,
making
like,
Amazon ship that shit to you?
yes.
That's horrible.
They gotta work for me.
And you're doing free shipping?
Yeah. Yeah. Like again, like I rarely ever buy movies like full price when they first come
Well,
out.
yeah.
Well, I never buy movies
So-
for full price.
So yeah. So
Actually,
like
Frank, it sounds like you and I are coming out on the top. We're spending $5 on these streaming movies.
Yep.
And we're getting good shit.
so that's why I
10 for
wait
if I really want it. It's new, like 4.
Why don't you stream?
Well, yeah.
He still
Where
has
I live,
has a cassette player.
the
What do you mean
internet
where you
goes.
live? It's not where you live, it's what you have.
No, that's where I live.
His bandwidth is
The internet goes out not all the time, but the times where it might slow down or just kind of like
He doesn't want to rely
we're
on it.
fixing on something. Yes, I don't want to rely on it. So I got a DVD player. I can pop it in whenever I want and just watch it. I don't.
No,
have
it's
to,
it's
Kind
your
of crazy.
company, man.
We've been streaming like 4 screens at once, and it's like smooth as hell.
yeah.
So
That's
I
good.
don't know. If
And
it-
he used to have problems.
yeah, if it works like that, then I could see. I'm
That's why
pretty
I
much
saw.
all streaming right now. I don't.
What's the last bad movie? I'll never forget one movie that I bought, and this is when I was on my like string of just buying movies.
Yeah, I had that too.
I bought Hugo because it was rated like 99%,
It's a
and I
great
watched it and I hated it.
Oh, you guys are horrible people. It's a great movie.
Wait, what?
It's a fantastic.
Is that what
movie.
I
Christmas
thought it
Train
was gonna
movie,
be.
or what is it?
Not a Christmas train movie. That's you're
That's
thinking of,
Polar Express.
Polar Express
Oh, okay.
with Tom Hanks.
That movie.
What is Hugo about anyway?
Who cares?
It's about the innocence of children in film.
Oh hell no! I don't
It's a
wanna-
fucking great movie. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not.
If you guys don't watch it,
Did
you
you
guys
buy
are
it?
hard. Yes, I did.
Oh look at
$5.
that.
Saw it once. It was forgettable.
You're forgettable.
It's
That's
forgettable
okay.
because I that was one time
I like
I
being
bought that
forgettable.
movie for $20
Can't believe you're gonna
I live in the shadow.
because it was
horrible.
Scorsese. Wasn't that Scorsese?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get another one. It's gonna be nope.
I'm sorry, you guys didn't
Not
know
what it
what
was. Anyway, uh,
How you not like Hugo?
Any other news?
what's the most crappiest movie you bought, Frank?
I don't know. I bought too many.
Too many crappy movies?
No, just too many movies to remember.
No, but what's a movie where you
There's
thought,
one that like stands out. You're like, I should never bought this.
Wait, did you see these movies before you bought them?
Those two, no.
So you just bought them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they had...
Lep in the Hood.
They had people...
What did you say?
Leprechaun in the Hood.
Lip is in the
You didn't see that on like HBO or something?
I have all the leprechauns. The first four. No, first four.
I like.
No, I have 1, 2, 3, Space, and Lep in the Hood.
I like.
That's
part
probably the
one.
worst.
I like part 1, part 3 when he goes to Vegas.
Lep in the Hood is better than the Space one.
Why are you calling it Lep in the Hood?
Because that's what he says in the movie.
Yeah. He raps in it.
He raps. He's like Lep in the Hood.
Lip is in the hood. He'll do no good.
Okay, we're moving on.
A friend with weed is a friend indeed. He grabs a joint.
It's a
He
bad
does all
movie.
these like hood rhymes.
It's a bad movie, but if you have friends,
Ice-T's
have
in it, right?
a few drinks in it, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, it would be fun.
So talking about stupid stuff, I heard this song for the first time yesterday called "Pillow Talking." Is it called "Pillow Talking"?
Pillow Talking.
That was
So great, Little Dicky.
Little Dicky. Yeah.
Frank, you gotta post like a YouTube video of it because you're the tech guy. So I heard the song at first. And the song, sometimes it's hard to keep along with it, but it's basically a guy talking to a girl, and they're having conversation. Mm-hmm. And I like Lil Dicky. I heard his first... I liked his first song with... I think it's called Professional with Snoop Dogg, and it's like a conversation kind of rap. So I like this one. And this one was really fun. And I saw it was like 10 minutes long. I'm like, what the hell is this? And my friend Manny is like, just listen. And I'm like, all right, cool. And we listened. It was good.
That's good song.
And then I saw the video. The video made it so much more better.
The video is fantastic
because you could actually follow along a little bit better. But it was good.
I gotta watch the video.
It was good. But anyway, moving along. Anything else?
Nope.
Oh. What was this segment? Oh, this was.
We don't want to talk about DC. So
this was news. Okay,
we're avoiding
main topic.
We're talking about DC and all the issues they got.
And everyone turns off.
So what are we supposed to talk about here?
Let me ask. When you guys were still in the comics and stuff like that, were you more DC or were you more Marvel?
Marvel as a kid. Question. I think always Marvel. Even when I grew up and
I was an X-Men kid, but I always thought they were like their own thing anyway. So between Marvel and DC, I was always more DC myself. But
read more of that, or you liked it more?
I read more DC than
more
Marvel.
I liked the comics more with DC, but in saying that, I'm going to contradict myself.
Sure.
I do believe Marvel has better. Oh, I always forget what I say now. Now I forgot what I said. I was going to say Marvel has better. I think they have better characters than DC.
How so? Are you talking about look? Talking about stories?
I guess now I don't know, because back then, like, that doesn't really hold up. Because back then, when Iron Man was coming out, people were excited for Iron Man because they read it.
Sure.
But this wasn't the Iron Man that we now know. Yeah. No. This was a different kind of Iron Man.
Yeah. It wasn't like that.
And now it completely went out. So you know what? No, I'll say that characters. I think Marvel has better characters than DC. Okay. And DC, you just can't. Some characters can't hold their own.
Sure.
As of right now, Green Lantern can't, even though with a great story they can.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman can because she's a Wonder Woman. Batman, of course, and Superman, of course. But then, who else you got? Who else is in the Justice League? Can you make a movie of Martian the Manhunter?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
can you make a movie of Martian Manhunter?
Yeah, you can make that one.
Shouldn't though.
You can make.
I don't think so. Or The Flash. Can you make a movie of The Flash?
Yeah.
You could.
No.
You just got a whole TV show.
He has a TV show. It's better for a TV show.
There's enough stuff there for a movie, though. But yeah, it is better.
You can make it more like a...
Actually, I like that TV show.
How about Green Arrow?
Green Arrow? Yeah, you can make that.
Yeah? Why haven't we seen a Hawkeye?
Because I don't know. I'm not in charge. I don't know why.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is they're not interesting enough. Like, those characters are more side characters where people who read comics want to pick a charter that's not mainstream.
Did you ever read the Hawkeye run that was like
the new one?
Yeah, the newest one.
Yeah, this is good.
Pretty good. Again,
but it's a comic.
It's how you. It's how you present the character and the story itself.
But we're talking about movie like a 2-hour movie. Yeah. That's
Ant-Man.
That's
Did you
run.
think you can make Ant-Man movie?
No, and Marvel did it.
They did.
There you go.
Or in the right hands, I guess you can make.
Yeah, in the right hand, you can make anything good. It's just, do you have faith in your choices of?
I don't think DC has faith.
No, they don't. So I mean, you could technically make any character good. It's just how you present it. Again, like, do you change aspects of the character? Do you make them a little more humor? Do you
always have to.
It's like you got to pick and choose what you do. So it's possible. Some characters are harder than others. I'll give you that for sure. But I think any character can have at least one good solid movie.
But if they copy pasted Iron Man from the comic to the movie screen, I don't think it would. Yeah, nowhere near as good.
Yeah, which I think that is a reason why Marvel works so well. They're not afraid to they're not afraid to change things from the comics and make something new, but still feel old.
None of them are really copy pasted. I mean, even the storylines,
I would say Captain.
They'll take I guess that's his character that he's like
ideals. Yeah, it's the same as
he's
the
a little funnier though in the movies.
He's
because you have to play it out in the movies. Yeah.
In the movies, he's more like all American. Guys. And
not anymore.
In the comics, he's stoic. He's kind of hard. He's like,
he's becoming stoic now.
Yeah. Well, now, yeah. So,
it was a transition. Like you got Captain America #1, and now we're in like Captain America 300 or something like that. So,
I mean, he's a little more stoic, but I mean, he's still the same character. Like from the first one to where he ends up. It's just because again, in his mind.
Well, think about it.
But he's less blind now.
Hold on, but what was the last movie we saw with Captain America?
Civil War.
So, I agree with you that it was the same character, but by the end of that movie, he was not the same character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is. Because
like in what way?
Because at the end of the day, it's about doing the right thing. So if you have to go up against your own country to stand up for what's right, he's gonna do it. He's the same character,
but it's like the right thing for him.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily.
No, it wasn't. No,
I wouldn't say that.
No,
that way I wouldn't say.
No.
He kind of annoyed me in Civil War sometimes.
But he's not. He was
unwilling to stand by his friends at all. Like
like who?
He didn't really want to talk about it either.
Well, yeah.
He just stuck his.
He's just like, I'm done. Like I'm.
Well, yeah, because it's him and Tony. You got ego versus ego.
Well, they almost never really liked each other.
Yeah, they never really liked each other too. So it's like, why would you have those two guys?
They weren't the biggest
talk
of friends
to each other?
Yeah. I don't know.
So this is my biggest. So that's probably the biggest issue with DC in the movies is that they don't really flesh out characters. They're trying to play catch up so fast they completely missed the point of what made the Marvel movies so good.
You don't necessarily have to flesh them out as long as they're good characters. You don't need them to have 20 hours of interaction over the last 10 years to be good.
No, but they need their own.
They need something that they don't have right now, for sure.
I mean, they need something to show us that, they got powers and stuff like that, but they're also human.
So the way I thought about this was what are some good things that you've seen out of the DC movie universe? What are some bad things? So you're talking about just and how would Wonder you fix Woman. It? I think some of the things I like is Jor-El on Krypton in the beginning of Man of Steel.
Okay, yeah, that was good.
That's something we've never seen. I thought it was pretty cool. We get to finally see his home planet. It's not like we just see him fly off in a rocket and we don't give a fuck about that planet at all.
Yeah.
And we never see it again. It was a little bit better this way. You get to see his mom and dad and try to save him and get the creatures of his planet and stuff. And they ring it home that he's not human. And a lot of the Superman stuff that you see, they try to put him on the human side a lot, and it's you got to remember this guy's a freaking alien.
That's good.
So that's some of the things I liked about it.
Good job. Good job, Frank, doing your homework.
Thank you. Anything?
That's it.
I have a lot, actually. I just don't want to take it over.
I like the whole. The one scene that sticks out for me for Batman versus Superman is the beginning when you see Batman, and he's just in that corner. You never really saw that.
That made me laugh so hard.
It was weird. Yeah.
He was so big.
He was creepy.
Oh, hey guys.
He was
yeah. It's that was so weird.
For me, it worked though. For me, it kind of worked because it worked because if Batman's in the fucking room, where else is he gonna go? Yeah, he's gonna jump up and he's gonna try to hide.
He's like, huh.
But what was weird is that why are the cops so weirded out? At this point, Batman's around for 20 years.
He's gone. He was gone.
Oh, he was gone? Okay.
Yeah, he was gone and he showed up.
I think so, because he let the mansion go to shit.
He showed up again.
I think, okay.
Yeah, he showed up again. And then I liked how
these were rookie young cops, right? They look pretty young.
One was.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I like how they give more world to Batman. I like they gave like I missed that, and I missed the first couple minutes of Justice League.
Wonder why?
Well, because I was late.
Yeah, we were late.
Oh,
Did
anyway.
you? I don't remember.
Yeah, we were late.
Yeah, we were late. But anyway,
The first few minutes were the worst few minutes.
no, not the Batman one. In my opinion, not the Batman one, because you saw Gotham and you saw Gotham outside, and I actually liked how it looked.
The robber guy.
The robber guy, and then I think he sees what are they called?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
What's Darkseid's
Creatures.
Parademons? What? Parademons? He sees a parademon, and I think he catches it.
crap.
I think he does.
Yeah, because remember in the movie they're like, when that thing we caught earlier.
Yeah.
It's,
for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that part makes it a little bit better.
I know.
I like how the world with it. So even when we saw like what made Christopher Nolan's movie so good?
Realism. That you could almost believe that this somebody could have done it.
Yeah.
Somebody could have pulled it off.
For me, I like that. What made them so good for me is that it was in a city that I lived. So it was in Chicago, and if you go to Chicago, even to this day, it kind of gives you that eerie look of Gotham City now because we have it on video.
We were like got that on Whacker that one time, and
And
it was like, wow, this is cool.
And for Batman, the biggest thing is not the characters, but it's actually the city with it.
The city's like its own character.
They're trying to catch it in the TV show Gotham. They're trying to capture that, but they're focusing more on the characters and they're trying to progress things along. What I liked about this is that if they show more Gotham, show him more outside, and it doesn't have to be a real city because it didn't look like it was a real city. I like that aspect.
Did they have an Arkham Asylum in the Nolan movies?
They did at the beginning. No, that was Blackgate, and then
they didn't have Arkham. I don't think.
Not
yeah,
like,
right. Yeah, no.
I can't believe I never realized that.
They had Blackgate. They did mention Arkham.
No.
Do they have it in this new universe?
Blackgate was in part 3, right? And Arkham was in 1?
Oh yeah, he's right. Blackgate.
Yeah.
Blackgate prison. Anyway, keep going.
What's something good that you like?
Something good. Wonder Woman.
What did you like about Wonder Woman?
I haven't seen this.
Besides that, let's toss this out the door. Besides, she was a woman.
That's
and
not
she
part of my
kicked
thing at
ass.
all.
Okay, cool.
I like that it looked different from all the other movies. Like it.
Which movies are you comparing it to?
The other DCs?
Yeah. Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman.
So
it still had that dark.
It had brightness to it.
hue.
There was color to it. So like when she was in. Okay, so
I see what you're saying.
what I like was when she was in at her homeland.
Yeah.
Themyscira.
The mascara. It was bright. It was beautiful. It was colorful. But then she comes to England, and it's like
Dreary.
yeah,
blue.
dreary because they're in. Well, first of all, it's London, and it looks like it all the time. But they were in World War I, so like this sees contract of light and and like good things and like beautiful water to come to here, just mud and blood and just war everywhere.
War.
Yeah, and she was an actual character that was like she came in like, oh, I can fix this, no problem, and she learned that you can't fix all the problems. It's like you just got to keep.
I still
trying.
haven't watched it. I gotta watch it.
And
Watch
again,
what? Watch what?
Wonder Woman. I saw up to where she walks out of the trench.
which is a great scene, by the way.
That's where I got up.
That's
to.
like the mid scene, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
the middle of the movie.
Yeah, I'll give half.
I didn't finish it.
Are you serious? You didn't watch
Yeah,
Wonder
I'm sorry.
Woman? You came into the discussion and you didn't watch
I like
Wonder
the first
Woman?
half.
Oh my god, no, dude, you gotta watch the fucking
Okay, let's turn this off right now. Ready?
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
I think Wonder Woman on its own is the problem of DC because the ending was not good.
No, because like the 80% of the movie.
And this is why I'm
really
pissed
good.
about you because I wanted you to see this whole movie. Like it's good, it starts out great, and then at the end it falls on its own thing that DC falls
Does
on
all the time.
What? Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even only gonna give it to DC, like the DC problem. It's Marvel too. Marvel
but
has
villains?
that same problem.
DC just worse at it.
Yeah, DC, like, you can't mess this up, and DC can't do the same mistakes Marvel does, because it'll look 10 times worse, and it did.
It was terrible.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they like try to shoehorn in like where her timeline in the movie of how it works, which makes no sense at all. So like 80% of this movie is fantastic.
Like how it fits with the other movies that were out.
That was terrible.
Or what?
Yeah.
No, her timeline. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Okay, so from Batman versus
I think
Superman,
we can talk about spoilers. This movie's been out for a little bit.
So basically, this was during World War One, and in Batman versus Superman, was it? Yeah, Batman versus Superman. They imply that she hasn't been around since then. Like she just disappeared.
Yeah.
But they made it seem.
Disappear.
But they made it seem at the end of the movie for her movie that's like, oh, so like now she wants to like stand up and fight for humanity. But it was like, you've been gone for like 60 years.
Well,
what
it'd be almost like World War. Where was she in World War II? Like she just like, I'm not going to get involved. That's
not there either. Yep, no, she was gone.
It's all right. Just kill people. I don't care.
And again, that's the problem. Is like they try to build this world so fast. The characters don't line up to the way she was written in the movie, to the way she was portrayed in Batman vs Superman. Because in Superman, she was it's like very cold and kind of like, humans are terrible. You guys have ruined everything that's good. Like, but then in the movie, it's like, oh, there's hope. That
Well, no. But that's storytelling. We're going from the beginning. Right now, we see the end.
No, yeah, but again, at the end of her movie, they made it seem like she's had a thought process the whole time that she's been gone, which doesn't make any sense. That she never ever did anything ever again until Doomsday showed up again.
Yeah, but I think that's easy. That's an easy fix. They can easily put something in there with that
if they do,
and that's the thing we're talking about, is that that's an easy fix.
Yeah, there's a lot of easy
fixes
because
there is a huge gap in there, and that could be Wonder Woman 2. That could be Wonder Woman 3 if they even get that far.
If they get that far.
So yeah, she's positive, and then what we see is at the end, it's like at the beginning we'll see the positive, and then Batman vs Superman, which is towards the end of that story arc, we see her negative. Right? Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in the middle is the storytelling.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's not that it doesn't make any sense; is that you want to know why she got like that.
Well, yeah, because you want more because it's just like because there's nothing there for you want more.
So she went positive again.
Explain.
What?
You're saying she ended negative and started positive in the other one?
No, she started positive in Wonder Woman. Yeah, and then when you see her in Batman vs Superman, she's kind of like what's the word?
Cold and callous.
Apathetic.
Yeah, but you don't see that change in her ever. It just from, hey, we can save the world too. You guys are horrible. I hate you. But like, what happened? Like, again, this is World War One. So did she witness World War II? Was she involved some way? What did she see that changed it? It goes from left to right way too fast. Mm-hmm. And so again, to compare both, in Marvel they have multiple movies to build characters. In this, it's we need the Justice League movie now. Yeah, let's all put them together, and then we'll start to build from there.
And the way they handled the death, and the return of Superman,
to me the biggest issue again is that they're rushing to play catch up. That they don't stop and look at what Marvel did right, but more importantly, what they did wrong.
So how would you fix it?
I think we talked about this a long time on the original podcast, and back then it made a lot more sense because we wanted to start from scratch. But okay, so
we were getting from scratch too.
Yeah. So from here,
Batman vs Superman didn't come out. We only had.
We just saw. Yeah. That's the only.
Now we have Batman vs Superman. Oh god. We have Wonder Woman.
Justice League.
Stop swearing. We have Justice League.
I said Justice League. I didn't swear.
You're swearing.
No, I didn't. I said Justice League.
Stop swearing.
Justice League.
Stop swearing.
I can't.
That is a swear.
So we have those 3 movies now. Within how many years has it been since we did this podcast?
Right? Something like that. Yeah.
5 years. So there's no hope.
It's kind of hard, because how do you fix something that's so broken? Yes, I want to hear how you do it.
I would do what I liked in the Justice League cartoon was that it was like a worldwide organization, and that you had little groups like would go out on missions. Like somebody would be monitoring stuff and be like, okay, Joker and Lex Luthor are doing this really bad thing over here. I want to send Batman, and Superman's not around right now, so I'm going to send somebody else who can help Batman a little bit. And you 3 go deal with that, and then he's going to say, you guys go deal with this other thing. And they're connected because they're all part of the Justice League, but they go off on their own little like kind of fights and adventures and stuff like that.
So you don't want to introduce characters, you just want them to be in this world already?
Yeah, and I want, like, for example, like, your next movie might be Batman plus whoever, like Swamp Thing or something. And they go out and they deal with, like, Killer Croc or something like that. You know, something like that. And then the next one, just do something totally different. Do, like, Superman and Wonder Woman go deal with Lex Luthor or something like that.
And these are all individual movies?
Yeah, there would be individual movies, but there's... The tie-in is that the organization, you know, they're all part of the Justice League, and maybe bad things will happen. Like, Darkseid will show up and he'll, you know, screw up their organization or their what do they call it? The headquarters. And all that kind of stuff. So there's like an overall world, but then you could do all these different things. You could have like side adventures and side movies and stuff. It does, yeah. But I think you could introduce a lot of characters that way, and then you could have, and then eventually when something big happens, I liked this one character in this one movie. I like this one in this other one, and he dies, and now that makes me sad. And you know, so you get like a little connection to each one. Instead of, like, eventually, like, a big thing happens and you don't care that, like, half the Justice League is dead because you're like, who are these characters? I don't really care. They're just there's 50 people standing there with masks, but I don't give a crap who half of them are.
How would you fix it, Sonny? What do you think about that? What would you add to that?
For that, I would ask, how would you build the characters? Like, how would they interact with each other? How would you... how would you get me to be like, this guy's cool, I want to see more of him?
Wait,
how do I get excited?
In your universe, Frank, do we have other movies setting up this, or is it just Justice League?
It's just Justice League, right?
Justice League, Batman, Swamp Thing.
It's
just like, it would be, they would all have their own titles and stuff. It doesn't have to say Justice League, but
that would be your main thing.
I would put them together like a funny character with Batman or something like that, and then...
then you're doing good cop, bad cop.
You're
doing a cup body movie.
He tries to mess with him, but Batman's still like serious, and he's still...
what we're asking is, so Justice League is what would tie them all together, and that's the main...
Because they're all part of the league.
Are you just... No, how can we fix this DC universe?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared to fix it.
So are you going to blow it? So are you saying, are you blowing it up? Are you blowing it up and doing your movies?
Okay, so look, Justice League just happened, right? So now, what if do one more movie where they get overwhelmed by, like, Darkseid or something, and then...
So Flashpoint.
They're able to do something... to hold him off for a little while.
But where do you go after Darkseid?
But in that little while, they're like, we need a bigger group. We need to do this worldwide. What if he comes back and he destroys this planet? We need like a worldwide.
So Justice you're saying League. You would make Justice League 2 and then delay Justice League 3 until you made a bunch of movies and then now we have a full crew?
Yeah. And you care about them because they went on these little adventures and shit. That's what I would do. That's the only thing I could think of.
And I'm kind of in the same boat. To fix this current universe, you would have to put characters in the same film. But the way I would do it is, like with Aquaman, have Wonder Woman and
oh my God, we have
someone
Aquaman
else
coming out.
Someone else go with him
to go deal with his stuff.
Yeah. So at the same time, we can learn more about him through Wonder Woman and let's say Flash. They ask him questions.
Yeah. They learn about each other.
Yeah, they're an outsider in his world, but at the same time, we get to see them work as a team, kind of grow together as people.
So then, same thing. Like you send somebody goes with Batman to Gotham to deal with something, and you kind of you get that perspective. But then the other guy, you see how he acts within that and stuff like that.
Because what we have to work with now is pretty much, I think that's the only thing you can do. Because if we keep making individual movies. And they only come together for Justice League. It just kind of like they just kind of came together because they needed to.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely build more on the relationship as the characters, on who they are.
Yeah.
Because like through these team ups, you can kind of see their personalities coming through. You can they play off each other.
And Justice League's always been like a big group.
Yeah, like how do they work with their ideals and morals?
Yeah.
Do they work well together, or do people like to prefer to work with someone else?
Yeah.
To me, that would be for me right now. Just thinking about what we have now, that's the best way would be to do it. Because if we're not blowing it up, we have to work with what we have. I think that would probably be the best course of action. Take it. Now, seeing our Manny with the sad face over there.
I'm getting depressed just talking about it. I would blow it up.
Because nothing is
blow it up.
happening.
Start fresh. You're already wasted. Gal Gadot.
Where would you start?
You wasted Ben Affleck. You wasted Henry Cavill. You wasted this whole thing.
Those were great casting, too.
You know what I
like those three.
They were really good.
They are good, yeah.
You know what I could compare this to?
Good.
Someone who reads something online to make a quick money scheme or whatever. But to make a quick money scheme is that you have to be your own boss and you have to buy all this product to sell this product.
The pyramid scheme.
So I feel like DC's like, oh, let's do what Marvel did. Yeah. And they're buying all this product, and they're finally putting out, and they're finding out this product's not good, but they have all this backload of product that they still got to get rid of, so they got to get rid of it. So this is why I'm pissed that we're still getting Justice League. Wonder Woman is still coming out, and really, Wonder Woman is coming out
Suicide
because
Squad 2. We got Suicide 2. Suicide Squad 2.
So this is what I would do.
Yes,
I
what do you do?
would completely blow it up. Okay,
Where would you
completely
start?
blow it up.
Would you blow it up in a movie? Like, say, this is now wiped out?
I don't fucking care. Just blow it up.
He
Just
just
stop
wants-
talking about it.
He just
Stop.
brand
Done.
new.
We're done.
Just pretend
He just
it
wants
didn't
something
happen.
new.
If I had a perfect world, Justice League would be the last movie we get.
Sure.
I would write a big check for Gal Gadot, for Henry Cavill and
Write
Ben
him out of their
Affleck,
contract.
and just get out.
Oh, okay.
Or if you want to keep him, you
I'd
can
rather keep him.
you can find a way to keep him.
But where do you
anyway,
start?
this is what I would do.
Elseworld.
I would partner up with a major cable TV show, whether that be Netflix, whether that be HBO. And HBO could probably work something from this, man, because HBO is suffering from Netflix and all that.
Yeah.
I would get HBO on board, and I would have them make HBO-style TV shows. No sex.
Nice.
No sex. Maybe not that much swearing.
Sure.
Yeah.
But HBO-style TV shows, and I would have them focus. We would have a Batman one. We would have a Superman one. We would have a Wonder Woman one. And everything just works on those terms. If you want to introduce a character, you see how the character does. If that episode gets a lot of views, then you venture off and you get a Green Lantern movie or not Green Lantern thing.
Series.
So are you moving exclusively to the small screen?
Exclusively to small screen. But, and this is where it's going to get hard, you get A-list characters. You get A-list actors, and you just pay them.
How are they going to make money, though?
Who?
Merchandise.
WB.
WB? HBO? If I'm
they
not
work
mistaken,
together.
So
HBO
from
owns
commercial-
WB. And then
You're saying just from subscribers?
look at Game of Thrones, bro. What do you mean how they're gonna make money? Look at Game
I'm
of
just
Thrones. Look how
asking.
big- well,
There's
no, I'm
merch,
just that's
everything.
what I'm saying.
There's merch.
It's all merch.
Yeah, merch sales.
So
are
then you got
incredible.
movies like you
Okay.
got stuff like Game of Thrones that's bigger than some of these movies, man.
Yeah.
And the
You
merch
got
sells a
Walking
lot.
Dead.
And they're better than them.
You got Walking Dead that's kind of fell off, but I think it's because also like, I mean, it's on cable TV. Let's be honest.
I would say the
So it can
best
only
bet
be-
is HBO.
No, I'm saying it's HBO, but that's where you can make this money. Then once something happens, or
And we
it
get
all
more
leads,
of it.
it all leads to it all funnels into something.
Yeah.
That's when we get the movie.
So
So Justice League is
okay.
exclusively a movie.
Okay.
But then what if people haven't been watching? Then what happens when the big movie comes out?
Then they get lost. They get left behind.
Okay, so
But this is
the
where-
movie, would it be in the big screen or would you like make it
No
a movie?
movie. This is big screen.
Okay.
This is all these A-list characters going to the.
Well,
big
what if
screen.
all your season finales are movies?
No,
Then you have a good problem there. You have a good problem, and then you have a challenge that Justice League
that's dicey.
has to be
It's
bigger.
hard though.
Yeah,
'cause
you
did
have
so
to
much.
watch the
Yeah.
season before the movie comes
Yeah.
out. And if you don't, then you lose sales on ticket sales.
You're gonna watch. I mean, this is DC, man. You're gonna watch stuff like this.
But no, because like
It's gonna be hard.
you're either
to-
movie or you're TV. That's why no one because like Dark Tower wanted to make movie and TV series, but we saw how the
Together?
movie worked out. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
a really
movie
hard
is bad.
concept to grasp because TV, if you stream it, you can watch it whenever you want. But now that you have a deadline to watch it, are people going to be like, okay,
Yeah, they would.
Yeah,
If
for
you're
big
invested in
characters, yeah.
okay, so again
For Batman, Wonder Woman, and
so
Superman.
so going way back to the beginning, how would you start it? Who would be the first person to be like, you're gonna get your first TV show, you're gonna be the first one that the public is gonna see?
The big three.
Yeah, but the one show, one
show?
character, one show. Where do you start?
Batman or Superman.
I was going to say Batman, but I would probably say Superman.
Superman? Okay.
And you do a Superman, like, you don't have to tell the origin story anymore.
Right, yeah.
Like, you can just go straight into Superman.
What about World's Finest,
maybe
like Batman
like
and Superman.
There you go. Something like that.
Do them both.
World's Finest. And then that's going to bring people. That's going to bring people to it, so if you don't get all three. And then you could introduce Wonder Woman on Wonder Woman. It'll get her own series and all that. Unfortunately, the three big people are not going to do that for TV shows because they're going to scoff at TV shows.
No,
I think they will.
People have changed their thought process because we're like in the like height of TV series where we're like, well, I can get a steady paycheck for like a good number of years and work
instead of one product every 3 years.
But this is why, because TV shows I think take so much more than movies, like so much more time consuming.
Oh well, sure. Yeah.
That's what I would think.
Well,
that's
and here
why
you get way more. You get like 8 hours worth of.
Yeah, and then you get more stuff. And then
Yeah.
if these people want to build their story, this is how you build their story.
And they could change from season to season, make it better, react to stuff, make it better.
And it doesn't have to be that long of a season. Like you could do one season and then
like
movie.
8 episodes.
One season, movie. Something like that.
It's just
It's
different.
not. It's not going to be. How should I say? Not long lasting. I don't think. But it's gonna get right to the point, and I think we'll get better stories from that. Spider-Man.
It's a good idea, but it's also a gamble because like when
It is a gamble, but you gotta gamble.
No. I hear it because like when Marvel did Daredevil, we were all very excited. We're like, okay, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna binge watch it.
Yep.
And then we kept going on. We got Luke Cage, which it's kind of like it's like you either love it or you don't.
But let's
and
be
then we
honest.
got Iron Fist, and then we got the Defenders. So like,
But these characters
there's
are
a
Batman,
tightrope.
Superman.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't hold Batman, Superman.
But again, with the gamble is there might be a good season, there might be a bad season, there might be an okay season, and
there might be a good movie, there might be a bad movie.
I bet you your merch still sells though.
Your merch still
merch
sells.
gonna sell, sure. But again, with TV series, again, like Walking Dead, first 3 seasons were solid, excellent. Everyone loved it, but then it started falling off.
And that's why I said you only do one season for each, and then you just go
You
into
could
straight
just
into
start
a movie or
adapting,
something
like when
that.
stuff does not working. Just
No, I know.
change it
Okay,
up.
so let me change the question. What would be your timeline? How long would you have to get from when you started to the to Justice League movie? How many years do you think you would need?
Years?
Or because Marvel 10 years, 18 movies, 17 movies. What would you need to get from point A to point B?
If they want to do it quick, 2 years.
You want to do 2 years? How many TV shows would you cram for there?
Let's do 3 main ones.
3 main ones?
You get them all throughout the year. It's gonna take a lot of
you
work.
can't take too much time.
Yeah. That's
can't.
why I'm asking.
Yeah, you
like,
gotta do it quick.
Yeah, so like,
You don't have
are you
10
going
years.
like let's go, or let's
Or if you
flush
want to
out,
do it, let's do
get
it 3
done.
years. We'll do Batman 1 year, Superman 1 year, Wonder Woman 1 year, and then we could do Justice League.
Okay, that's
And they
That's
all
what I'm
have their intertwining parts.
yeah.
Why they meet each other and all the stuff like that. Personally, I don't like Batman messing with any other superhero but Batman. I don't, because the cool thing about Batman is that he's a person, not a person. He's a human.
Not even the Bat family.
Bat family, like Robin. I don't know. Like no. I'll say no. I'll say
By
no.
himself, solo.
By himself, solo, all the time, every time.
Sometimes it's like way too much with that Bat family.
It is, man.
There's like 8 of them. It's like,
Yeah,
dude.
like,
I mean,
if anything, they get more in trouble. They put Batman more in trouble than anything.
yeah.
So,
And they just get mad at him, and he's
Save
like,
me, save me.
they get mad and like, shut the fuck up.
yeah, he's just sitting there
This is
like,
why I didn't want you here.
this is why I hate them.
But Alfred made me. No, I don't like. But I mean, people. I don't know. People like it. People want it. I wouldn't do a Bat family, but you can't ignore Nightwing. You can't ignore Robin. There's those fanboys and fangirls out there that want
Damn
the
fanboys.
Bat family. No, because I mean, because of them, they make the creators think of new stuff, and I could appreciate that.
Did you guys see the new comic Super Sons?
No,
Nope.
I haven't paid
It
attention
is
to comics in years.
Superman and Batman's son, and they do, I don't know, stuff.
They do
Son
super
like
stuff.
his
It'd be kinda cool.
legit son? Like he came
Damien.
from the womb of. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't
so-
know
so
Superman's
like,
son,
Superman.
anything about his son.
I think
don't know.
he's a clone.
I think it's Lois's kid.
Is it?
I think.
Could they? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, I would do a TV show. I would just blow it up, and it sucks, man, because
Why not?
people are good.
They are really good.
The
casting has been good, man.
Yeah, man. Like
Cable, Affleck.
Yeah, there's been a lot of...
Those three are pretty good, man.
They are really good.
Except that, well, Flash and Cyborg I didn't like.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Aquaman I liked, though.
I had...
Aquaman was good.
The guy himself.
Because Aquaman needed a refreshed look.
Yeah.
Flash didn't need a refreshed look.
No.
Flash is like DC's own Quicksilver, and not because he runs fast. It's because there's two kinds of Quicksilvers. You get me? There's a Flash TV show, and then there's a Justice League TV show.
Mm-hmm.
For Marvel, there was the movie Quicksilver, and then there's
it's like if
the other
did
movie Quicksilver.
A Daredevil in Avengers Infinity War, and it's not the guy from the show, basically.
And that's another thing that Marvel, I think, is missing out some stuff on. And it's because why don't you just intertwine these TV shows on Netflix to the movie? And
that's what people want.
And we don't want them to be like the main characters. We just want to see them like.
They would be affected by this, like when Thanos freaking shows up in New York.
I think they have to be there, man. Like they're keeping that. They have to. Like it's so big.
I know. I wish it was. Everybody wants that. Man.
It's so freaking big.
And
like you can't ignore that.
It increases your number of heroes on screen, so it's like
Yeah, and it makes it
add
like,
another 5 characters.
That's it. That's all you need to do.
Why not?
I hope so. I
don't think it's gonna happen, but
yeah, I doubt it.
I don't think they were in the picture for 10 years. Were they?
No.
I don't think they were.
Who else wasn't though?
Huh?
Who else wasn't though?
Wasn't?
There's someone else that was missing.
From what?
The picture,
I don't know.
10 years of Marvel.
I have no idea.
Hawkeye.
There was someone missing, but anyways.
Hawkeye's not in it.
Well,
I think that's what you're talking about.
Well, that's probably because he just didn't show up.
He's back on his farm with his family.
Yeah. So that's what I would do. I would blow it up.
That. I would like it.
I would get more people. I would do HBO style, so you actually get some good budget,
cinematic quality.
Yep. An hour every time. You could
That'd be awesome, man.
You could do 8 episodes. You could do 10 episodes. I'd be fine.
There's
with
so
8
many
episodes.
movies that come out as like, why wasn't this a TV show? Like that was so much better. Give me like 8 episodes.
And there's enough material there, man. Like
for sure.
It's the only sucky part is that you got shows like Gotham that are kind of like dumbing it down a little bit.
Yeah. Most of the DC shows, I don't really like them that much.
I see Girl. It's fun.
I haven't seen it.
It's good.
I like Flash.
I couldn't get into Flash.
So so that's kind of like how I would do it.
Okay.
I would do it like those movies. I don't watch them. I just didn't catch on to them, but they intertwine with each other and they have crossover episodes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So imagine if they had more. Like, come on, let's be honest. The Flash costume is not good looking.
From the new one?
Huh?
In the movie or the TV show?
TV show.
Yeah, it's not that great.
It's not great at all.
It's like a red condom.
It's not like he has a huge head.
He does got a big ass head.
Like it doesn't. It's no good whatsoever. But imagine those, and you just pump money into it.
I like the crossover idea.
How much better it would look, and especially now we have the main 3, the Trinity, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Now, you ask, well, how can we get Green Lantern? How can we get Cyborg in here? How can we get Hawkman?
Hawkman.
How can we get them in here? I'm glad you asked, guys. We take Frank's idea, and that's how we kind of intertwine it with it. Now, again, I'm not a writer. I don't know how this is going to go. Personally, I think your stuff is just like, I don't like the buddy cop stuff, like Batman's the brute, and then you got a funny guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it, but maybe 1 episode or 2 episodes you could do it. And that's how you introduce more people and more people. I don't know how you do it, because now we're running on Unlimited, and Sonny only wants 3 seasons before he sees a movie.
No, I just asked how long would you need?
How long would be fine?
But wait, why is the movie the end of it then?
Hold on.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be the end of it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not the end. But how long would you want it to be?
I would say 5 years.
A long time.
That's a long time, man. For a movie, 1 movie?
No,
At that time, they're not movie stars. They're TV stars. You still want them to be movie stars while they do this.
If you waited 5 years, you'd have to end the universe at that point.
Fine.
Kill it?
Yeah, it's fine.
So it's not perfect. So Justice League...
It would be tight, though.
Justice League, you could do Justice League in introducing new characters to it, like, that were hinted throughout the TV shows, and you finally see them.
Why don't you do Justice League, the movie, but it's a show that's intertwined the whole time, and then the end is just like those Final Crisis comics where the universe is done and everything is changed after that, and then you just do something different.
Change.
You know what I mean?
You could do. This is what you could do for the movies leading up to them.
Yeah.
You could do a Justice League movie. You could do a Flashpoint movie, so you could start changing up characters and all that, and then you could do Final Crisis. So it's 3 movies.
So 3 movies, 3 seasons.
3 seasons each, so you'll have 9 seasons. Each season leads up to a movie.
I would watch this. This would be cool.
Because when HBO wasn't in its prime, everyone's like, "Oh, when are we gonna get the Sex and the City movie?" And it would lead up to it. And the Sex and the City movie, I don't think it did like phenomenal, but it did pretty good. This one's getting a movie.
Oh, that's true.
Sopranos is finally getting a movie, but how long did they want a movie?
And
If a season's good, they want a movie.
and
So
if you
why
haven't
not?
seen the show, people still showed up. For that, right?
Sons of Anarchy, they wanted a movie for a while.
They want a movie for everything, pretty much.
They do want a movie
It's
for
very
everything.
different.
So why not make a TV show that should be a movie and then make it a movie again?
I would do it. That's cool.
It would be interesting for sure.
It's going to be hard.
Definitely.
And it's going to be a gamble, but you need
because-
to do something different from Marvel.
Because like
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, like those dragons look wonderful, but how long did it take for them to actually get that money? Where like then like how much to actually make it look like a movie?
You know why it didn't?
You know?
You know why it took so long? Because it's Game of Thrones.
Well,
Lord of the Rings
um,
came out years ago, and they didn't know if there was a base for those people again. For more of a, I honestly think Game of Thrones is more popular than Lord of the Rings. And I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Currently,
and this is why.
but-
No, well, just in general, and just like
general, no.
put it all together. Because I will say this: I don't know who it is, but I know someone who loves Game of Thrones so much that in the first episode of the season, she tries to have a dress-up party every single time. Like, you got to dress up one of the Game
For
of Thrones
each season?
character. Her name's Mia. I'm gonna ask her if she likes Lord of the Rings. I have a feeling she's gonna say she doesn't like Lord of the Rings, but she likes Game of Thrones.
The thing with Game of Thrones is like it's so grim that it's like I like the fun side of Lord of the Rings more. It's more fun to me than.
A part of it's fun. I mean, it's still dark,
But I still
it's
love Game
fun,
of
though.
Thrones.
What was I gonna say? I was saying something. Oh, why they don't have money? Why? How long it took them to have money? Because it wasn't a known commodity. It wasn't. It wasn't popular yet. It was storybooks, and you'll have these nerds that like would read the story. Oh, the Red Wedding. This would
Well,
be
look at
great.
Walking Dead. I mean, there was 6
But-
episodes only.
But
for
these
the first
TV
season.
so these TV shows, how
This
much,
will have the movie. I'm sorry. This will have the money from the beginning.
How
This would
much?
have the money.
No, but
Yeah.
how much superheroing will be going on in you know? It's like where like Game of Thrones is like there's episodes that are leading up to a big thing where they spend a lot of money on it, and then it's like okay, so now it's set up for the next big thing. So how much superheroing is going on for like? How much money did they have to put in to have Superman fly like in each episode? Like, is it big set pieces you're building up into the season, or
That kind of stuff
like,
doesn't matter, dude. Like,
It does because that's a big budget.
Well, now you're going to the whole budget thing, but
But
it's not our job to figure that out, man.
But again,
It's just like
if it's gonna work, people want the superhero thing.
you're
with
gonna
the character,
get
like,
everything
but
that
that's
a
what I'm
movie would
asking.
have.
You'll get
You would get almost everything a movie would have.
It's a lot of money.
How much money do you think it is? How much? So, if a movie's $200 million,
yeah, I was thinking about
what
that.
this is supposed to be? This is supposed to be 3 smaller movies, and 3 big movies. What DC doesn't care. If DC could pop out, well, what we're getting? We're getting Batman vs Superman. We're getting Man of Steel. We got Wonder Woman. We got Aquaman coming out. We got Suicide. That's 5 movies. How much do you think those movies cost to make?
Billion?
At least $100 million.
Oh, like 200 each.
200 each. 200 million each. Can you imagine if you had that for a
$1
TV show? Where's my phone?
If you could put the billion into the show.
Don't put a billion or a million?
Yeah,
That's
well, 200 million times 5.
8
talking about
episodes,
billion.
3 seasons.
I know. Are you?
200 million.
10 million.
200 million divided by how many episodes a season? Let's say 8.
6.
You said 8. So, or do
Do
you want
6 so you
6?
can do more superheroing.
So 6.
6?
Let's say 6.
333,000 an episode. 300. Someone remember that.
Okay.
How
How much are
much
the Game of Thrones
does
episodes?
one episode of Game of Thrones.
The power of Google.
Cost.
Three Ninjas
It's gotta be
brought to you
less,
by
like
Google.
half that.
Ding.
Not even. 50,000.
Your money thing
Uh-huh.
goes out the window.
I'm asking how much
Goes out the window. For season 6, HBO forked over an average of $10 million per episode, according to a recent story. That's up from a reported $6 million a few years ago.
Wait, what?
There would be 10 episodes of the fantasy shows. This means spent $100 million on this year's show.
Total. How much did they
the whole
spend on
season?
like one? On the,
I just said what?
On the White Walker one, where it's just like
I don't know.
That's what I'm asking. And again,
It's
like,
season
okay,
6. Season 6. So it's $10 million per episode.
I might be going a little too
Wait, what?
deep, but
They spent that much?
Yeah.
10 million?
$10 million per episode.
For an episode?
Yeah, according to Google, according
face
to
is like,
How did they spend that much money?
according to Time Magazine. According to Time
It's
Magazine.
mostly people talking to each other. I mean, how does it $10 million?
The fucking dragon that he wants. And the White Walkers.
superheroine.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
there's
big special
no,
effects
they
is
have to do it
expensive.
now. They have to do
Big
it.
special effects is expensive, but
What would you say the special effects is for Game of Thrones are at?
How much?
No, like how visually. Are they good? Are they
now that 10 million is
They're
that
on the
just
high
is that
Motherfucker,
just the actors they pay, or just the
10 million
the
per
effects?
fucking episode.
The effects, or
Whatever
is
it
it
goes into
everything.
one episode to make.
Everything.
So yeah,
how
that's
much do they
everything.
make? How much do the actors make? Jesus,
I don't know, but
there's a lot of them.
I think they are.
That's the key grips. That's
they're
everybody.
high quality.
What? Okay.
They're
Thank
like
you for sticking
8
to
or
my
9.
answer, Frank. What would you say would be the visuals?
He's a
that you
curious
would
man.
see?
He's a curious boy.
Hey, I'm asking, motherfucker.
I'm asking you, how do the visuals look to you? Compare them. Are they great? Are they or are they fantastic?
For what?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Well, you keep bouncing back. I'm asking, motherfucker. I want to know so I can answer your
I'm
question.
not bouncing back. You're bouncing back.
They're good. They're
Are
good.
they movie quality?
Sometimes they are. Sometimes like, oh,
I would
shit.
say most of the time.
I was surprised, and then there's times where it's like, it's good, but there's a lot going on, and TV, so I get it. It's like, okay, so it goes from really good to like awesome, but there's
So it's
there's
always
to it.
good.
No, yeah, I mean it's always good regardless, but I mean it's like it's like
He
it's
hasn't
good
even
to
watched
great.
everything. Why would you ask him?
Well, because he
He
I don't
hasn't
know.
seen it enough.
I watched the battles.
Oh, that's true.
I watched.
I'm gonna
battles.
pretend I
It's fun.
remember that.
On a 4-inch screen.
Yeah,
That's enough, dude.
No,
I mean,
not.
let's be honest.
You're gonna notice the
not
flaws of
everyone,
something like that on the
Not
screen.
everyone watches.
No, just a regular size screen. It doesn't have to be on.
He's
a
going
4K.
to his
I'm
Apple
not saying
TV.
it has to be on a 4K. I'm
Let's go
just
to
saying
YouTube. I'm gonna
A
keep
larger
talking, guys.
screen.
Yeah,
That's
but no. Again, I'm just curious because I tend to because I
What?
like to think about stuff like this. You know, it's like
What?
realistically, what would you need to do? How much would it be? Will fans be like, yeah, okay, I will spend. I'll watch this and watch it before a movie, and I'll do my homework before I go to a movie. Because movies work because it's 2.5 hours.
You don't have
you're
to
in,
do
you're
homework.
out. Yeah, you don't have to do homework. You're in, you're out, and you leave.
Yeah, but that's also part of the downfall of them.
Oh, sure. But again, like I like to, which is also a bad thing. I like to overthink things and just kind of like break it down. Like, okay, if we're realistically doing it, how do we get here from here to there? And that's what I like to do. And I'm just curious, because like he just goes, well, it's superheroes, it's fine. I mean, that's
Yeah, but it's
that's not a
just
fair
the-
question.
It's
I mean,
just the
it's a fair
approach,
question.
though.
Like,
It's a pitch thing. It's not like tell me how you're gonna pay for this or
No. Well, no. I mean, I don't know all that, but no, I'm just
It's just
asking,
like, yeah,
no, but that's what I'm asking is like, is it gonna be like a big superhero budget film, or is it like dumbed down with like, there's build up to a big episode,
That
where
was
like
interesting because he's
you know,
like, I'm gonna take the budget of 5 movies and put it into this instead.
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have been
because
like,
in, like,
I don't know.
Game of Thrones, the Battle of the Bastards, there was a build up. There was, there's a lot of setup to it, and then when they went to there, they're like, okay, we're gonna put all our money in this season into this episode, into
Well,
the
he could do
fights.
that too.
That's why I'm asking. It's are they build up to like a big thing, or is it or is like all these special effects that constant throughout the whole TV
But are they
show?
ever gonna make a Game of Thrones movie? They don't need to.
They don't need to.
So do you need to make movies for this?
I don't know.
Just make a big ass episode, an hour and a half episode.
No, you need a movie. Movie still makes the more money because you could do it global and all that.
Yeah, you're right.
Even though
your return will be really huge.
Yeah, you'll maximize on the return with it because there still isn't.
But then you're about money and you're not about just loving the.
It's always about money,
universe.
man. It's always about money. Unfortunately, it's always.
But
about
I thought
money.
you were gonna make your money on your merch.
You are, and that's why you need a movie.
But they want hand over fist money.
you need a movie because I don't see kids shirts for Game of Thrones, stuff like that, And granted, this is totally different because Game of Thrones is more for adults.
See, if they were smart, they would
for kids. No, you wouldn't.
Baby dragon egg shirts.
That would be cool. But
I wouldn't doubt there is not through HBO, but I'm pretty sure it's out there.
Why would you do a TV show? Because you'll do a TV show because that will bring more popularity to the movie. How many times does someone go and watch a sequel to a movie by not watching the original? They go back and watch the original after that sometimes.
Yeah.
I bet Violet does that all the time.
Or the remake without the original.
Correct. So, if anything, the movie is going to draw more interest to the little TV shows that they spend so much money on. And, you got to go balls to the wall. You're going to spend some money just to do it. And then, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You just do one movie. And that's it. And you move on to the next one.
It's better than what we got.
And that's why they make they make them in movies because it's like we can we can make $1 billion off of one movie, instead of where on TV shows.
A movie rarely makes $1 billion. Well, unless it's really good.
Yeah,
unless it's really good.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's they're like, well, we can make a lot of money back with a TV show. You put a lot into it, hoping you get something out of it. Hoping.
TV shows are more passion projects, I would say. So you get someone that's more of a passion.
It's a lot more time investment.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So if you get someone that actually is
someone who
passion for it, and if you
time,
and if you could sell it to someone, not as a TV show, but as movies, individual movies, then you could do it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Then you could do it.
Okay, I'm just curious. Yeah,
Netflix will. Maybe Netflix will do it, but HBO is actually Warner Brothers, if I'm not mistaken. HBO owns Warner Brothers.
I feel like you're right.
Or, I'm sorry, Warner Brothers owns HBO.
For real?
Warner Bros. Owns
WB.
HBO.
Yeah, so I was surprised I won't say we all had three different outlooks, because me and you kind of had a similar take, but you wanted to go in a different route than me. You wanted to try something new. Well, like team ups, but more to build the character, to learn or to build the interaction between these characters and actually have them grow as a team together. Where it's not like they had their own movies and then all of a sudden they're
together somehow.
Together.
So both of you are keeping intact what we have already.
Well, because
just the movie path. That's all.
My question was, how do we fix what we have now? But then you wanted to blow it up, which is cool because it gave us a new so this is a new platform. But for me, I was like, we have this. I want to try to fix it.
The reason why I think you'll spend more money trying to fix it and fail with what it is now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get another Wonder Woman, that's great. But let's be honest now. What's coming up next? Aquaman. What else is after Aquaman? Now they're even transitioning. Flashpoint, and we already know what's going to happen in Flashpoint.
Yeah. Suicide Squad 2.
They're going to stop everything. They're going to stop everything. They're going to start fresh. Everything's going to have its own individual world, and that's where we're getting the Batman. That's where we're getting Joaquin Phoenix as Joker, or maybe even Leo as Joker.
Still don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions.
So it just sucks right now. So you just got to start fresh. And I'm not saying this is going to work 100%. But at least it'll give us something fresh. It'll be something that we look forward to every Sunday now. Mm-hmm. And it's Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. We normally don't always get that. We only get it on a TV show. Or, I'm sorry, on a movie. And that's what makes it so great, because it builds up. But imagine if we had it all the time. Spider-Man, when did he first start? Where did he first start for us?
For us?
Yeah. He started as a cartoon.
Yeah.
And we got him every week, and that's why we fell in love with it.
Okay.
And then from there on, it just became
a movie.
Well, now when the movies come out, you
live
have
another
media. Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You started getting in TV shows. Batman, same thing. TV
now you
shows.
love him even more.
Now you love him even more
when the movie comes out.
Yep. Star Wars doesn't really work out that way, but
Star Wars. Blah.
No, I don't know. We'll see what's going on with Star Wars.
Star
Wars is going to go through a big change. Big change.
There's just so much coming out now. There's so much just Star Wars, everything coming out.
You're going to shovel it in your face.
Yeah. Take it.
So
take it like
this is what that concept of HBO doing these DC stuff might do. Just shoving everything in your face. And that would be
I would
probably
prefer a TV show to see more of it. Because I hate, you wait 4 years and you get 1 hour and a half or 2 hours. And you're done for another 4 years. I'd like a TV show.
It's an interesting concept. And definitely no one has tried it before. There's been ideas, but I think if there was a way to do it, it would be with superheroes because you already have a built-in fan base.
Yeah. Well, Marvel's weak point is the shows.
Here's the
Some
problem,
of the Netflix ones are good, but a lot of them are not.
Okay, yes.
People are not on board with S.H.I.E.L.D. as much as the
The
movies.
first season was terrible.
So it's like this might be a way in for them.
So here's the problem, though.
The upper hand.
The problem would be that HBO only has one big series, right? Or do they have a couple?
What do you mean?
Oh, they have Westworld.
Westworld. No, because they usually.
But right now they only got a couple.
Yeah,
they don't have that much.
like at most they might have a few shows, like a few ongoing shows at a time.
What's their catalog?
There's like The Wire, Tremaine, Deadwood.
Westworld is $25 million.
Westworld.
$25 million.
Per season?
Well, actually, no. Westworld plot alone is $25 million.
The plot.
Yeah.
Would they pay for it? They probably did because
that much.
Not an original IP, so.
Okay, so anyway, this is so the problem or the per episode budget is said to be anywhere from $8 million to $10 million. So it's the same thing.
It's a lot of costume design too. Yeah. I mean,
so this will be the problem of my idea, is that then now you're gonna have 3 franchises, each one costing you maybe $100 million, $200 million.
Sure.
And then you'll have, let's say Westworld still goes on, so that's $4 million. And then Game of Thrones is finishing, so you'll save the money from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But then honestly, when is this gonna start? This will start maybe 5 years from now, 6 years from now.
You do 5 years from now?
You would have to. Like, if realistically, like, I'm trying to predict the future now.
Yeah.
So you still got Aquaman coming out. You still got all this coming out. So it has to come out unless they get canceled. Aquaman's not getting canceled because they already showed it in front of a live studio audience.
I mean, it would be interesting to see where the audience of comic movies are after the Avenger film comes out. It would be kind of interesting to see where they stand, if they want more, or if it's like, well, I spent this long to get here. Do I really want to, like, more? Do I want to spend, like, another 10, 12 years? I don't know.
Because they're continuing a lot of them. Ant-Man 2, Black Panther 2, Guardians 3.
The new batch, yeah. But,
wait, so what were you asking?
No, I was just curious if the audience, or the film audience, would still have interest for comic book stuff.
It all depends.
They did, okay, so, like, there's, like, The Avengers 3, and then post. It's like is the hype for what we've been building to with the Marvel movies. Are we still going to have that for in general afterwards, or just kind of like the peak?
So why was the hype so big for this Avengers series for these 10 years? I ask your question with another question.
Because they spent 10 years and it was like 18 movies.
But why? Why was it so hyped?
Because never.
Not because of the money. Why was it so hyped? Forget about the never been done. Okay, actually, no. Don't forget about that.
Then I can't.
What has? Shut up. What hasn't been done?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to ask what you're asking because, like,
why was the hype so big?
Just tell us.
No, why? I want to know.
I just told you because they're building to it.
To me, that's why.
So they were putting characters into it.
Yeah.
I think the hype was so big is that it was leading to something big, like the villain.
That's what we just said.
If the
They've
villain
been building up to it.
So if the villain for the second half, for what phase would this be? 7?
3, 4.
No, this is not. I think we're in phase 4 right now.
4, I think, right?
No, because phase 1 was Avengers. Avengers 2 was phase 2. So this is either the beginning of 4 or the end of 3, I think.
Okay, so
anyways,
let's say phase 4.
Sure.
If the threat level's high enough for Phase 4, then I think the hype is going to be there again. And this time we're going to get new characters.
There's still a lot of threats they can bring in.
Like who?
Which is probably going to be the Skrull.
A bunch of more.
The
Yeah,
Skrull?
that. There you go. There's a bunch. There's a lot. I mean,
that would be interesting.
Well, now you can bring X-Men or
Skrulls.
Fantastic Four villains.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Yeah.
Galactus.
They just got a
Apocalypse.
shot.
Dude,
of
there's way more. Now they've added, 20 more years worth of shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
now you're gonna have time dimension.
Yeah, but you get burned out on stuff too.
I mean,
no, not if you keep it
fresh. If it's still good.
No, look at Thor. We thought Thor were gonna get something the same, and it was fresh. So we weren't.
That was a good
we weren't tired of it. Guardians of the Galaxy. No one knew what to expect from that, but that was fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 wasn't as fresh, but still, it did its job.
No, certain ideas, but the overall concept of superheroes in general, is it still going to be...
It'll always be.
No, okay, like...
It'll just diminish a little
Will
bit.
there be hype that there was, like... Because, again, the peak is almost here. April 27th.
It won't ever be this high. If that's what you're asking, it will never be this high.
That's what I'm asking. So, will the interest... be so high where it's like, oh, we can do all of this still and the content isn't gonna drop at all.
It's always a gamble. I mean, you gotta
you gotta
check it out.
The content,
the Avengers 3 it's a game changer in more ways than one. So it's gonna be interesting to see where fans still stand. It's like, oh, we spent all this time now. Do I really want to spend more time to get somewhere else? Or
what do you lose though?
Yeah.
Just go see the movie.
Besides your
nerds and geeks are like, nah. So it's they can turn on a dime.
People have been happy so far, I think.
No, and again, like we're almost at that peak. So I'm just curious. Does like plateau and stay, or does it drop?
We'll see.
That's what I'm curious about.
It's not going to be as high. It's not going to be as high as it was for Infinity War.
There's going to be such a cliffhanger.
That doesn't. There's a peak. So does it stay the same where we are now, or like does it drop far back, come up, does it bounce up again?
It's not going to go any higher.
No, you really can't go any higher. The probably if they have enough time and money to do it, they'll do the Avengers versus the X-Men, which will probably be about the same height we are now. But
I don't think it will be because it won't have Iron Man, it won't have Captain America in it.
It'll have a different Iron Man, different Captain America.
That's what I'm asking. No, and again, it's like
that's gonna be a challenge for them.
Will the landscape
make it happen again?
Yeah, make it happen again. Like, are we still gonna feel the same way when we first saw all these movies? These fresh new movies.
Yeah.
How many more fresh movies can they make?
It's gonna be like the comics, where like the people are gonna be like, oh, the golden age was the first 10 years, and these next 10 years were okay, but it's not like the great originals.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But hey, like it's like Spider-Man just joined the universe, still gonna, and they have a lot of this other stuff.
Is the content still going to be a solid? Because there's only so many times you can make something fresh and funny or different and new without being like, this is
Doctor Strange. That movie was.
So
there's just like I don't need another origin. I'm so tired of those origins. Like
I'm really curious.
You know what I mean? You did need it, but I didn't want it.
But at that point again,
I was a little fatigued on it. I was kind of like
I'm just curious to see where
what did they do?
Where we're gonna stand with all of it at the end
for Homecoming.
What
did they do for him? They just they entirely skipped his origin.
Yeah, because there's
been so many movies at this point.
Civil War is like he's like I was in a lab and I got bit by a spider. Don't touch that.
It's just like one sentence, yeah. But that's all. For a character.
That's all. So again, I'm just curious because like there's still a lot they can do. It's just
but you could say that about anything. You could say that about horror movies. You could say, are horror movies going to go away and people won't care about them? No, people will always care about horror movies.
Oh, sure.
So, same thing
here. That's what I'm asking. No, because again, like...
It might die down and have a low period, like horror probably...
Yeah, so then do we get like...
there's not a lot of good
like
90s horror
3
movies, probably.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Do we get like Spider-Man 3 again?
Probably. So, wait, you mean that? What? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
of course.
No,
always going to be
I'm just curious, because we've been spoiled.
Yeah.
So, because at a certain point, it has to come down and be
think
like,
about
oh
this.
Boy.
What if all this DC stuff was happening in 2008 and the Marvel stuff never happened? Like the last superhero movie that came out was like, X-Men 2 or something, and then all this DC stuff started happening at that point. I think our opinion of it would be higher than it is now, because we've seen this. What you
2
can
was
do,
really good.
What you can do with all these movies, and it's like, I don't know. And then you show me a bad example like DC, and it's like, it sticks out like a freaking sore thumb.
I'm just always curious, because like, again, we're way too spoiled.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, everything. We've seen almost everything now.
Yeah, so it would be interesting to see if things still hold up. It's like they still bring us new content, new characters in a way that doesn't feel like, okay, like this worked for Ant-Man. Let's do something like that. This kind of worked for Thor with a new tone change. Let's do that, but with just a different character.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting. I'm excited to see in Infinity Wars, but I'm more excited to see what's going to happen to the world and to the way that
the universe changes and
superheroes movies are perceived and made after Infinity Wars.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
I'm excited, but also kind of nervous. Like, what's going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, there's a lot to it.
It should be a good ride, either way. So,
well, I can't believe it's almost here.
Yeah, it's almost here.
Another month.
So we're really not going to do anything special for Infinity War.
What do you mean?
Like what?
Like, see it on the first day.
I'll see it.
I'll see it Friday.
Oh my god, you're so a dick.
Why?
You're such a dick. You wanted... I was about to give you free tickets to go see which one?
Sicario?
Strangers, no?
Sicario, and you were going to take work off for that.
That's like 3 months before anyone could ever see it.
Who cares?
We would have the fucking lead on it.
No, you can't talk
about it. No, we wouldn't have the lead on it because you wouldn't be able to talk about it.
No, I know that, but like...
So we wouldn't have the lead about it.
We would get shut down.
Personally. It's a good way to go out,
They'd be like, you guys are shut down.
It's like, okay, we'll start a new podcast.
I would rather see it when everybody else sees it, though. I don't want to see it early.
For me, that's like, 3 months before anyone can see it. Absolutely. Where it's like, you wait a day. So what? You wait a day.
You're seeing a movie that's not even probably completed 100%.
That's fine with me, too.
No, dude. I mean, like, you're going to be in the theater with everybody. Everyone's going to experience it at the same time, especially the first showing of it. Like, you're not going to get any higher than that.
Yeah, day after.
You're not.
Opening weekend.
You're not going to get this. You're not, because the people that are going to be in that theater on that Thursday are our audience.
You put too
Those
much
are the
time.
nerds of the nerds. Those are the people that call off of work to make sure they go to that theater and see that movie that day that's been leading up to it. That's the kind of people that are in that theater, and that's the kind of people I want to be with. Not the people that are going to go on a Friday and treat it like every other movie, because unfortunately, with us, it's not every other movie. This is a movie that will never see the hype again in comic books. Again. We'll never see it, because we proved it with Justice League. Justice League was supposed to come out, and it's supposed to be great, and it wasn't. Infinity War is going to be phenomenal. No, I'm saying the thought of Justice League was supposed to be great. It should have been better than Avengers.
Sure.
This is going to be Infinity War. This is the movie of all the nerds out there.
Of the decade.
I can wait a day.
Oh, my God.
I can wait a day.
All right.
No. You just want to be... I was one of the first people who saw it, so I got that title. Who gives a shit?
No, I don't want the title. It's not about title. It's about experience, and it's the reason why I watch movies. It's the reason why we did this whole thing, is to talk about our experiences, share what we feel when we watch movies. That's the whole reason why I watched Shape of Water, and after that, I've listened to the music, even falling asleep to the music, is to experience everything that is coming.
Yeah, and you experience that day after.
It won't be the
same
experience.
What's the,
I guarantee you,
again,
it will not be the
what's
same
the difference
experience.
of seeing the very first showing?
Because the people who are going that Thursday,
the people at the gates, like right there, that's a little different.
There's a reason why people will go Thursday and not Friday.
But I've seen.
I went to opening day for The Dark Knight 3, and then I went the next day again to watch it. I didn't see much difference in the crowd. They were all hyped as shit.
That's Dark Knight Rises. I mean,
it's the same shit.
It didn't have 10 years of build-up.
This
like
is
this
different.
does, man.
This is unique, man.
I don't know.
Adding new characters, like it just is totally different from it. It really is.
And I will probably be seeing it with the same people who saw it day one, who still hype the shit on Friday.
No, but it's not going to be the same excitement It's not going to be the same, like, jaw-dropping stuff, because at that point, probably spoilers have happened. You could be behind you, someone's going to talk about a spoiler that's going to happen right next. It's happened to me at fucking movie theaters.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
It's stuff like that that's going to happen.
Stuff's already happening. Like, magazines are ruining it, or, like, something
and not even
like
that, because they...
Like, I didn't want to see that suit. There's a suit out there with those entertainment covers, and it's like, I don't want to see that. Like, I want to see that in the movie when it happens.
And those people care about what they put out, because they know they have another product that they still have to sell, so they can't do it. So the person behind you, they don't give a fuck. They already saw it. They already had their good time. They don't care about the people around them.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, look! This is when Iron Man suit comes out, and he's gonna beat up Thor's person.
I would hate that.
Or something like that. Oh, this is where the stone is. Or before even the movie starting.
Like that.
Before the movie even starting. Hey, so yeah, that one scene where what stone is still missing? The time stone? No, the soul stone?
I'm not following the stone.
Yeah, soul stone.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That stone. Remember it was with what's his name? That was a cool scene. I can't wait to see that again. Oh my god.
How much did that happen to you?
I'm just saying, it's happened to me one time, and if it happens to me to this movie, which is the biggest build-up to any movie that I've ever seen.
You got to go in there with earplugs. Just sit there for 25 minutes.
Or you can just go on Thursday when there's no... And that's honestly why... This is the reason why Marvel has moved up a whole week. And so they could line it up with all the other releases, so there's no spoiler. There's a reason why Avengers, the fourth one, has not been released yet, the title, because it's a spoiler to this. So shit's going down in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Shit is going down in this one.
The next one comes out next year.
There's going to be a person out there that don't give no fucks, and we'll put it on Facebook, we'll put it somewhere. So the spoilers will be there.
I can avoid shit. It's pretty easy. It is.
Yeah, I can avoid shit too, going back Thursday.
No, Friday's good with me. If you two want to go on Thursday, go. I don't give a shit.
We gave you a whole month ahead that you could just write on the calendar and say, hey, I need this day off. I'll make it up some other day.
I'm taking WrestleMania Sunday off, so.
My God.
I'd rather do that. Oh my God.
Yes, I'm gonna be. Yeah. So, well, that's a whole different story. But anyways, if you guys want to go on Thursday, go ahead. We'll talk about it after I see it. It doesn't matter.
That's the end of the show. So
thanks, guys, for listening. That was our episode. You can find us on Facebook at 3 Nerds on a Sunday. I believe you type in any podcasting search app. You can just type in 3 Nerds on a Sunday, and we'll magically appear like magic.
We're gonna put a poll up on our Facebook page. I'm gonna put it up right now.
And only us three are gonna participate.
Maybe Justin, a few other people.
You won't even.
I was surprised he actually.
I'm gonna put up a page.
Put a comment on the video.
So, Frank? What would be a good question for it? Would it be
which day better go see it, Thursday or Friday?
What
is this a big enough movie to take a day off and see on opening night?
What would you prefer? What was your
How
question?
about what day are you going to see the movie? See what people say.
We should probably get our tickets. Regardless of what day you guys go.
Are they even selling them yet?
I know they're not out yet.
That's what I'm saying. When they come out, regardless if you guys go on Thursday, I go on Friday, we gotta buy our tickets.
With Avengers, Infinity War, releasing.
You're right.
Yes. In fact, I can go to a matinee showing for it after work in the morning when I got off at 8 a.m. in the morning to the movies.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, because I gotta work.
Just stay up.
Avengers War.
I would stay up to watch it.
You don't really have to work because you would have requested off for Sicario and WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. Putting those in front of Infinity War. Well, he already said he didn't even like the first two Avengers.
I've gone on record.
But now we have a podcast. Now we have a duty to our listeners. That's basically saying F you to our listeners.
All of our 10 listeners. Thank you. But we do appreciate you 10, though. We do appreciate you 10.
So valuable
10 listeners are a huge deal.
Huge.
With Avengers Infinity War releasing, is this a movie you go see and then We'll do Thursday.
Because like even movies that I'm like I was so hyped to go see, I still waited like a Friday or Saturday to go see like Pac Rim. Like I was hyped as fuck to go see it, but I'm like I'll wait until Friday or Saturday to go see it. Like I wanted to see that shit more than anything.
So this is not the most hyped movie you've ever been a part of.
For Avengers 3?
No, in general.
No.
I can't.
What?
Yeah.
How about you, Frank?
What?
Is this the most hyped movie you've been a part of?
Yep. I think so.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty easy, but like I mean there's other movies.
What's the most hyped movie you've been a part of?
Dark Knight Rises. No. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Pac Rim. I was fucking hyped to go see that
Pac
shit.
Rim.
I was so fucking ready to go see that.
It was, but not crazy levels.
I was because I was like, oh, you're doing what I love. You're an amazing man. Make more movies.
All right, we're done.
Go answer the polls.
All right, guys.
See you next week.
You know where to find us because you're listening to this podcast already. So
spread the love.
Find
Tell
us.
other people where to find us.
Yeah, tell other people. Don't tell them about Sonny like skipping out on Thursday. Anyway, I'm joking.
Tell them they'll be on my side. No, they won't.
We're gonna put a poll on the Facebook page. We want to know: is Avengers: Infinity War worth watching on Thursday, or are we just waiting for it on Friday, like everyone else? Please let us know. Put your vote in there. Find us at 3 Nerds on a Sunday on Twitter.com. At Twitter.
Do we use
on
Twitter?
We do.
Okay.
Here and there. We show some love.
A little bit.
We do a little more retweeting on that than anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Find us on our Facebook page, as always.
Is where we're most active. So if you do want to have a conversation, ask questions about stuff in the podcast, that's probably the best way to.
Sonny loves hijacking the Facebook page. He just posted another video on there, and I didn't even know about it. I was kind of mad.
Fun content.
I was mad about that.
You're good.
Got on there
You're
right away.
Good. You're good with the articles and information. I like to drop in some funny videos or stuff that's a little bit different.
You got to learn how to use your phone.
I think he did better this time.
He did better this time.
Yeah.
It's not turning around.
He's learning.
It's not turning around.
I think in that video, I even tapped where I was, what I saw, and everything. So
look at this guy.
Look at that.
Leaving a paper trail.
All right, so we already know where we're at. 3 Nerds on a Sunday. Listen to us, guys. Thank you for listening again, all your 10 listeners. I know there's more out there.
blah blah.
Oh, okay.